I don't.
Oh.
Maggots
Yeah,
crawling
I'm
out
not
of your wound? Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that roll.
Yeah, that's right.
No, let me heal you.
Maggots are good.
I'll
Maggots are
take the
good.
cooking healing.
I swear I've got a jar of leeches somewhere. I could use to.
Yeah.
I got a jar of leeches. I got a jar of leeches.
Well, you can leech me all you want. I'm sort of out to the world right now.
Are leeches inside of it?
Perhaps. It's a good guess, though.
I mean, fair. But are we gonna do a quick one? Are we gonna skip all the small talk and just get into
I
the
think
game?
that's an amazing idea.
Yeah, we can do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, just to compensate because we did talk a fair bit last time.
I mean,
I'm just thinking
you're drawing this out
scale.
longer. Like, stop delaying, stop procrastinating, Josie. Come on.
Wow, called out.
No, but
Wow.
you know,
Wow.
And Rudy's dead.
In comes the pain.
How many times have I said Rudy cannot die? Why does no one listen
And
to
Rudy
me?
was transported to a different universe.
You just love
New
hoisting that
character.
red flag, don't you?
Absolutely, it's the flag I will die on. Except no.
It
love
literally
Hank
it is the
Flag.
flag you will die on.
Next time you go down, I'm gonna let you purposely
Giggity.
fail 2 rolls before I do anything, and be like, "Are you gonna die?"
I mean, we can roll them bones if you want.
Roll the.
shit.
I mean, we can sit here questioning
I'm
whether he can die or not.
Listen, I'm getting Aussie real bone dice for his birthday.
Ooh.
How cool would that be? I'm gonna look it up. How cool would that be?
That'd be
Like,
pretty
actually
fucking
I have
funny.
seen it on sale in some places. Like people definitely selling like
Oh yeah.
RPG bone
Really?
dice.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I saw
That's
someone
cool.
on TikTok who actually had
I'm
a human bone D20 that she keeps for death throws only.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be.
I have questions about that one.
I-
I was gonna make a joke like you should only, use the human, and then you said it, and I was like, oh,
Yep.
someone does it somewhere.
She does have like all the medical information from who it was from though. Someone who died of natural causes.
Ow.
And they used to be they gave their body for like medical science basically, and they had no more use for the body anymore. So his bones were kind of moved on to a different
Auctioned
company, I guess.
Where in my will do I say I want to be made into D?
I want to be made into dice.
I
Yeah.
I
I'm
want a
already giving
game
my brain
company.
to science and my organs to science. I'll give my bones off to whoever
No,
wants
I
to turn
want
them
a
into
brain
dice.
die as well.
Wow. Putting the die back in dice.
Around on the table.
No, I want to donate my entire body to a board game developer. They must make a literal living version of
Oh my
Operation
God.
out of my
I
body.
was just
There you go.
gonna say
Oh my god.
I hate that. Take that for all of us.
So
Sorry.
anyway,
How's that Dead by Daylight going, Orb?
Ugh.
yeah, how is that going? Because we're playing today, right?
Look,
Dead by
I feel
Daylight?
like I better make the joke once, and now it's come full circle.
So I
Well,
should,
welcome in
I
everyone
should
in all the
cancel that.
chats.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Please, Josie, take the wheel.
Thanks, guys. That's all. from us
Welcome
today.
in.
No.
Everyone in all the chats, welcome in, welcome back to our little Sunday corner for D&D. I'm Josie Poser, I'm the Dungeon Mistress. I run this game and have been doing now so for 25 episodes, a quarto hundo of
Amazing.
episodes we've been doing this. And I am today drinking not tea in a cup that says tea.
I like it. I like it.
Rebellious. Nice.
Cuddly.
Very
What are
Australian.
you up to?
What am I up to? I am up to no good.
Sounds like
I- yeah. I am just existing. I play Nana Melavora, a cheeky little gnome granny who really likes to cook and thinks all her magic comes from food. And I am drinking hot cocoa with splash of vodka just to see how it
Splash.
tastes.
You
And
you
how
put the
does it?
cocoa,
How is it?
You put the Coke on the side, and then you had a plate next to it, and you splashed vodka on the plate, so it just went into the Coke.
Yeah, that's how I did it. Definitely. You know, I can't actually say how it tastes yet because it's too hot. I'll burn my
Aw.
Fair.
We'll
Well,
put a pin in that for later.
report
Like
back in.
everyone in this call.
And next to me is Participation Awards.
That's
No,
me.
that's me. What are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah, you're pointing to me. What are you talking about?
No,
That's
Nana was
actually the
Nana was
edge of my
actually
screen, so-
this is
Oh,
the first
no.
time that
No,
anyone
you're-
has pointed
you're
in the
both
right
pointing
direction to me.
away. No, this is why we need
Yes.
Yeah, this is why we need Zoom. Yeah.
Nah. Cuddly got it right. It's me. I'm Roju. This is Participation Award, which is my channel. I'm playing Gerald the Wizard, he's actually not a wizard. But don't tell the rest of the party that, or Gerald for that matter, because I'm still unsure whether he actually knows this. Thank you for the hydrate, Cuddly. Jesus. And yeah, if you ever want to come see me, otherwise I do variety, basically. So, and lots of nonsense voices. So enjoy.
This is also
Over there, up in this way, I have a Rudy Magic Hands McGee. If you'd like to introduce
Wrong way.
yourself.
Point straight up.
I'm sorry, we have a Rudy Magic Hands McGee.
Yeah.
That's me.
That is
That
you.
is actually
That's
me.
me.
It could actually be
That-
you.
oh my god, that's me. That's actually me.
It's
But,
And now the
Um,
viewers know.
yeah, well, I mean, I hope some of the viewers know me as Aussie Devfro.
Who's
I
that?
am playing not Rudy Magic Hands McGee, but also Rudy
Oh.
Magic Hands McGee. It's a very complicated concept. We'll
I'm
go over it
confused.
later. But anyway,
What?
I'm playing Cleric Rudy Magic Hands McGee. It is my job to keep these bozos alive. Well, alive. Alive is a technical term. Again, something we'll go over later. I am drinking not only a delicious bean beverage that I consume oh so much on the daily. I think this is my 5th or 6th today, but also some water as well, because it is very important to hydrate with that H2O.
Yes. Hydrate yourself.
Always hydrate yourself.
Yes,
And yeah,
definitely,
that's me.
definitely water is what I'm doing right now. 100%
Definitely
water.
water. Absolutely water. Totally nothing else, isn't it right, Roju?
Yeah,
Um,
definitely not tawny.
Definitely not 20. And I will throw it over to Arthur Orblet III, or Wetterstorm, as some people might know him.
Thank you. I am obviously Wetterstorm. Play the character Arthur Orbit the Third. He's
Yeah,
a
great.
elf
Thanks for the look.
ranger.
Enjoy the show.
He's actually quite good at his job when he does his job. Other than that, yeah, he's just a shenanigan fool and doesn't like the ocean too much. But we will pass it over to the one, the only, the mighty Goose. I am
Is
drinking
me.
beer.
I play him. I have Detonation, and Daskus is a mighty human barbarian who wields a
So
great
mighty.
axe.
The mightiest.
We are soon going to be going to follow up on an interesting quest line involved with him. I don't want to say too much, but I am very excited. But tonight I do have my dirty bean juice. Very nice. And I also have the last of my cedar cream, which makes me sad. So I'm going to enjoy this for as much as I can. With a Mr. Deadpool in the glass.
Dirty.
Pole dancing down your straw.
Nice. Nice.
Got him from
That
the
is
cinema.
fantastic.
Awesome.
That is chef's kiss. What? I want to go back. Did you say dirty bean juice?
Yes, dirty bean juice. Delicious dirty bean
juice.
The dirtiest of bean juice.
See, mine's clean bean juice. There's a difference.
Lies.
I feel like
But
I
this
could
is
I
a,
don't-
this is a black
parse
coffee.
We don't
It's
believe that
legit.
for a second,
It's,
Darcy.
it's black coffee. It's legit. There's no milk in here. It's clean.
It's not
I
clean.
don't know what you're going on about.
We're on to you.
But yes, I shall throw it over to our lovely DM, Josie Bosa. Josie Cozy.
Thought she was frozen there for a second.
long suffering sigh.
Oh, question though, Cully. Have you still not changed your stream call out where it says the long suffering DM starts a game at 28th of November?
No, I changed the date. I I changed the date.
You
I changed
the
it. They
date.
started their adventure on the 20. Wait, hold on. I'll
Oh
find it.
no, no! Oh my god.
Hey,
That was still the best part. I like way into February, March. It would still just say like, "Oh, remember."
Yeah,
on
starting
November
soon.
28th."
and then I had it
Starting
on like the coming back date for the longest time. Wait, here it is. D&D. No, it's past tense now. On November
Oh.
29th, 5 idiots embarked on a journey with the help of a long-suffering DM with the patience of 12 saints.
Wow.
Playing every
Wow.
Sunday at
Cover up.
Wait, it's standard time now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Australian Eastern Standard, yes.
All right.
That means.
It's fine.
Also, before we start, that reminds me, super quick shout out for those watching. For those of you who come purely for the D&D, next Sunday there won't be any.
Big sad.
Oh yeah.
Taking next week off.
Hmm.
A lot of us are going to be busy.
because I'm away. It's in Sweden. We celebrate Midsummer, and if you've seen the movie, it's not too far off. I won't lie. And I think Denny was going away as well, so we just
I'm going
decided
back out
we'll-
And me
to
as
Cow
well.
Country for my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
Cully's going well, and we decided instead of like trying to finicky halfway make it work for like to have some
Yeah.
stream going, so we decided to take a week off. We take the day
So
off.
we will
We
have an
deserve it.
off week next Sunday.
Pat on our backs. We've been playing
Yeah.
this game now for next week would have been 7 months since we started.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, dang.
You've put up with us for 7 months.
Yeah. You've
Well
known
done.
me for 7 months and I'm not blocked yet?
To be fair, like Josie's been putting up with all of us through chats for longer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I recently hit like I've got like almost 14, 13, 15 months followage on us stream or something. It's
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
but
It's insane.
But I was pushing for the D&D for several months before that.
You were, you were. We could have been. Who knows? We could have been celebrating a year already. You know, if I didn't drag my feet.
But we're here. That's what matters.
Yes, we're here now.
We are here. Some of us are queer. Some of us aren't. But we have full. Everyone's here, full cast, and we're gonna get into the game.
Woo!
Woo!
Last week, you started off. You woke up after a night's rest, sleeping in a bed, comfortable bed. Even though the hotel in Bora wasn't like in any way, shape, or form bad, it was still you were sleeping on piles of furs, and while that might have seemed like super cozy and like luxurious for a few nights, eventually some of you probably got some bad back pains going, and like every night you would have to try and rearrange the furs just to make sure it was somewhat even. It was horrible, but you now slept in wood frame beds with stuffed mattresses and covers, and it was nostalgic feeling, a nice feeling. You woke up. Rudy demanded breakfast before any magic happens. Breakfast was had, magic happened, and you freed Lena from the curse. Lena woke up and gave you some fractures of memories and information, whatever they could remember, but pieces of the puzzle might lead towards something is going on behind the scenes in the city of Bora. Elena was apparently told that they were being held a scapegoat for what you did in the mines, because apparently that was not what the Midwinter Council expected. And Lena had the collar placed upon them and was sent out to sea to essentially take you out in an accident. But luckily, smart move, Gerald, quick thinking, noticed what color this was and a successful dispel magic. Saved Lena from having to fight all of you. You also met Captain Febinus Karin, a tall, not really gangly, very lithe, tall, highborn, carries himself with lots of grace. You met him, his crew, you chartered a place on his ship, Arthur Orblet III offering to pay the money for expedited departure. Pesty and Sen came along. Lena decided to also leave with you. The Mephits showed up at one point, saying that Chigor, the dragon you met at the beginning of the adventures, had taken off to the north. Some conspiracy theorists have started seedling in your brains. But the Mephits still wanted to go and find out what happened to Chigor as he left them behind, his own summoned familiars. Lena asked if anyone had access to a little bit of ice, and Nana, producing her cube of Spherera, the unmelting ice, the Mephits left their snowy bodies and took place within it. As night fell, you went aboard a ship. The ship disembarked, and after you've gotten settled, the ship was out at sea. Night was around you. The crew began singing, and at the end of this shanty, all of a sudden the wind took up, growing to immense velocities and volumes, and the boat just rocketed forward, causing a bit of discomfort, but it was quickly helped with a bit of magic from Mr. Magic Hand. And when the next morning came to, Arthur Orblet, waking up early, got a glint into the secrets of what had happened. But it is now early morning for the rest of you. You all wake up and you're gathering at the deck of the ship. What do you want to do?
I want to push someone overboard.
Roll an
Find
insight check.
breakfast, please.
So it's mutiny then, is it?
Is go get some food.
Yeah, food, definitely number one. Please.
Mutiny, take over the ship, become pirates, derail campaign.
Yeah,
All the bananas.
Like, I'd love that, but again, I don't think I can see Gerald doing that.
Oh god, no.
no. And Nana's too good. Ugh, boring.
And Arthur would be no help to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arthur would be the first to go off in a barrel, actually.
Yeah.
Honestly, Rudy would do it just because he knows Arthur would hate it. He'd be like, "You're staying with us forever on a boat now."
Yeah, sure. No. I will jump in a barrel and go and paddle myself to shore.
We'll tie him
Yeah.
up in the crow's nest. It'll be
Oh,
fine.
God.
Tie him up to the mast.
We'll time up Spread Eagle, slather honey on him, he'll be fine.
And breakfast is eventually served. The cook comes up. I gotta hold on. Let me just make sure I got my notes in front of me. I've got so many papers. It's not even fun anymore. Someone save me.
It's a little bit of fun.
It's a little bit of fun. Hold on. Where's the right paper?
Paper's out of 10.
Oh, here we go. Harkin. Harkin the cook comes up from the door at the fore of the ship, and is carrying what looks to be pretty much just a big bowl, like a clay bowl of some kind, and it seems to be filled with eggs.
Egg.
Egg?
Egg.
Egg.
Filled with anyone who walks up, they realize this is filled with unpeeled boiled eggs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Egg.
Egg, yes.
And
Excellent.
Harkin pretty much, and some people of the crew just walk by, grab like a handful, and then walk back to their posts. Pretty much peeling eggs, throwing the shells overboard, and they're just eating eggs.
How does Harkin feel about, the five of us just staring at him going, egg, egg? Just randomly,
We're not doing that. Not in Nana's voice.
Like,
I have more eggs.
I just imagined like all five of us just like simultaneously like locked speed, just like all swiveling to him and just simultaneously just saying egg, egg, egg. Freak the fuck out.
Like, if you walk up and look at the bowl, Harkin will pretty much just gesture and say, well, it's a good source of protein, and, well, I'll be right back with, desserts, and walks back down. Like,
and
just
Nana,
3
like,
minutes later,
grab
comes up with, like, a similar similar big clay bowl filled with oranges.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes. Eggs and oranges.
I think Gerald will tentatively take one egg.
One
An egg.
egg.
Yeah, one egg.
Goose will take as many eggs that can fit in his big ass hands.
Big ass.
Oh, in a single hand, because he needs his other hand to eat the egg.
Is Goose going to even bother peeling these eggs?
Of course, he's not uncivilized.
Yeah. Goose is
Nana
a
will
lot of
take
things.
That mistake once
Uncivilized.
as a kid, he's not making that mistake again.
Did Festy and Sin make it up as well for breakfast, or are they still in bed?
They seem to be straggling a little bit, but they're coming up. You also like you see when they're coming back up. It's like Pesty's trying. The door opens. You see Pesty comes up, opens the door that leads down to lower deck, and you just see that like the front of Sin's sled as he's trying to push it up the stairs.
Okay, Nana has taken egg for Pesty. Two for Pesty, one for Sin. So she took 4 egg in all. And she will try and help pull, but she's not gonna probably be very useful.
Yeah, and as you're doing, like, Sin is sitting there and he's going like, Pesty, I can walk. I'm fine. And he's like, no, just one more day, please. Just one more day. And then I'll leave you alone. Leave you alone. Just please, just rest. We don't know how long we'll be here. We don't know what can happen at sea. I want you to be petting that cat.
Last Ben has said in my chat that Nana has made friends with the ship's cat.
The ship's
Yeah.
cat, yeah.
She has. And she's purring though.
I have
So
my own
cute.
cat to pet.
And as you're all grabbing food, like whenever you look around, you do see like by the helm, Arthur is standing, just seeming to having small talk with the captain and the first mate.
Nice. Is his hat still off? Or did he
No.
put it back on? Okay.
It's back on.
Damn.
And he's got like his hat is wearing like seaweed green, like this dark green color with the marine blue brims. And it seems to be shimmering a little bit. Arthur, you standing close enough, it looks like scattered all over are like scales of some sort like throughout. So it like shimmers a little bit in the light.
Nice.
And his coat is like the full, like the 2 rows of button. It's fully buttoned, and it's got like the padded shoulders, but it's very sleek, very clean, except for the cuffs. They're incredibly poofy. Like you can see like the poof of his undershirt like spilling through. It's like the
Not the
lace
undershirt.
brim.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Rudy elbows Gerald and sort of indicates to the hat and goes, "You're not getting a bit of hat envy there, Gerald. That's like at least 3 times fancier than not yours."
Well, this might be so, but mine's a wizard hat, Rudy. That is hardly befitting a wizard of my stature.
I mean, you could just use the same crayon that you used on that hat and write wizard
Crayon? How dare you? This is original it's not crayon.
Okay, well, if it's not crayon, it looks very
Is
similar
it
to
tray off?
You have to take
Alright,
one
Josie, you
off
gotta put one
on
back on the
the
list for that one.
Oh my god. Gerald, I want you to make a deception check.
No, it's not crayon, it is stitched on there, thank you very much.
Whatever fabric you used, it looks very chalky. Sorry, clearly I've touched a nerve. Maybe you are a little jealous. Rudy goes back to his eggs.
Mine is perfectly fine, thank you very much, Rudy. And he casts Mage Hand and starts peeling the egg with it. And casts Prestidigitation, warms the egg. Casts Prestidigitation, salts the egg, tastes a little bit. Prestidigitation makes it taste more like cheese. Delicious.
Little bit of showing off there. A little bit of flex.
Wizard.
Uses a spell swap.
I still
and
have to
it
double
does,
check
like,
on that
when-
hat because of my picture that I'm doing of you guys.
Yeah, and like whenever Gerald uses Mage Hand, it's like his hand actually slips off, and it's like looks like just looks like Gerald's hands turned like almost like peels off into two, and one is just like cut off midway on the arm, and it's just like moving around in the air.
Goose sees this interesting display of Mage Hand and would like to attempt it himself with his fox. With his fox pal, he wants to finally give Mage Hand a go with these eggs.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I forgot you had
Whoa.
Mage Hand on the
Oh.
fox
I didn't know you had
I didn't know that either.
Oh no!
So as you do, as you do the same, you focus on the pelt that you've got like wrapped around, almost like a felt vambrace. It's on your arm, and indeed, almost slipping off your own hand. Very similar. It's very similar to yours, but the nails look almost like a see-through black, and any like arm hair is completely white.
Ooh.
Tell me he
Interesting.
freaks out.
Cool.
He's just like,
Oh,
Oh.
Goose, I didn't know you had it in you.
I'm getting a little bit of a hang of this. It just starts wiggling around, just like. I have magic hands too.
Yes, it's quite
Hey,
intuitive
magic
once you
hands?
get used to it. Yes,
Yeah, you
these
just
are
made them
quite
as well.
literally
By
magic
the end of
hands,
this
really.
campaign, Rudy has no identity left.
Can I heal someone just for the hell of it?
You're just a guy that's interested in the death.
Yeah,
Oh.
starts peeling with the hand, just like enjoying things now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Goose goes up for a spectral high five.
Yes.
Just two mage hands, just like.
It'd be funny if he missed.
I love it.
With a little bit of a splatter from like peeling of the eggs.
Yeah.
And there's still like
nice.
copies of your own hands, so I assume there's like a bit of a size difference as well going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no.
I'm very impressed,
I love
Goose. When
Thank
did
you,
you
thank
start
you.
learning magic?
I had the pelt and just started
Hmm.
trying to think out. This is my first time actually trying this out. This is
Oh,
very interesting.
it's from the pelt.
You'll need
Lovely.
to show me some tips and tricks on how to use his hands.
Oh, of course,
and
yes.
your sorority.
Mine are cleaner.
Not
Oh,
a jealous boy.
Now, Rudy, don't have hand envy now.
You hand every.
Just adjust his wizard hat.
Adjust his glove.
Adjust his eggs.
Nana's just watching, like.
There's one moment as you're having this conversation, Nana, if you walk up closer to Sid and Pesty, as Pesty pushes the sled up, there's like the definite scraping of wood against wood, and the captain and first mate both just lean over, like stop talking with Arthur, and they just lean over and look as this sled just scrapes across the deck.
Oh.
Do you need a hand with that?
Oh, yes, something tells me it was probably meant for snowier areas, but here's some breakfast. Trying to just smooth things over.
And like the captain leans back, and the first mate just looks like almost sad, almost heartbroken. Arthur,
Oh,
the first mate
no.
is like, and you see the captain like somewhere in between a joke and incredibly serious, like looks towards you, looks at the first mate, and says, "They should probably start taking deposits for the tickets."
Arthur sort of laughs. He's gonna just laugh that off.
Yeah. And then the captain gestures to the first mate to grab the helm, who grabs it, and you hear the clinking of metal as she grabs it and just like holds it in place. he unlocks it. Seems to be some mechanism to keep it from turning when no one's like at it, but just adjusts ever so slightly, and the captain taps you on the shoulder, walks back down the stairs, and pretty much you start doing the thing where you like scuff dirt around with your boot, but he's doing it on the scrape marks, and as he does, they go away.
Oh,
Just
thank
like-
God. I was honestly looking for a spell that would fix it.
Yeah, it's almost like it's just like where his foot touches. So there's like he has to go back and like get like some scrapes. It's like, you know, gym floors when someone scrapes
Yeah.
like their
Yeah.
shoe on a gym floor, and someone you just like start rubbing it
Scuffing
off.
it out.
It's like-
Scuffing it
and
out.
he's just like
Yeah.
rubbing the scratches off the wood.
It's fantastic. Oh, that's pretty handy.
Mm.
Didn't know you could do that.
Well, you pick up a trick or two when you travel as much as I do.
It's a fancy footwork.
Yes, you should see me dance.
Oh. Will there be some later, perhaps?
God damn
Who
it,
knows?
dude.
Who knows? If the mood strikes.
Love to hear some more singing like last night. That was amazing.
Well, the crew likes to put on a show whenever we have new guests.
All for a good show.
Oh, speaking of, and he just like looks up, and again the wind just immediately turns, and the boat starts like rushing forward. And it just almost doubles in speed. It just starts moving stupidly fast for a boat of this size, this vessel. It's it's like it was already moving pretty fast. Like you had like it was still moving faster than it should, but now it's just like pushing through, and you can tell from the like how the birds are flying like further away from the waves. You're definitely not moving like with the wind, but you are moving with the wind.
Hmm. And Nana kind of knew which way the wind was going, and then just goes, huh. Hmm.
Speaking of, where is the your owl friend? Where's the owl?
He's still under deck.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she's still under deck.
Been worried it got taken off. Oh, she was fine last time. What am I talking about?
Arthur's gonna, when he feels the boat sort of go off a little bit, his stomach starts turning, not quite liking the feeling. He's not ready to be sick yet, but he knows his feeling, and he's making his way down to Rudy, very, very slowly.
Do you want some peaches that'll help with your stomach? Or some nectarines? We'll find some nectarines or some peaches. Anyone got any stone fruits? Just us running around trying to look for something to help with the stomach.
Yeah, and hearing you yell, there's a like a moments later, the door down at the fore of the ship opens up, and you just see another one of these huge clay bowls, and you hear Harkin go, "Who needs the nectarines?"
What's going on? Probably not this many. I don't think he can stomach this much, but I'll
I
definitely.
mean, I'll take a few. I'll take a couple. Yep. No. Excellent. Second breakfast. Beautiful.
We each grab like a good armful and
we
just
don't want
take it.
anyone sick. We don't want anyone sick. We've been scrubbing this floor squeaky clean as it was. Just please.
As Arthur gets down the stairs, Arthur has a sort, not a bright idea, sort of a save himself idea. He calls over, Gerald, your tiny hut sort of stops weather and motions, do they not?
I don't. Well, let me put it this way. He opens his book and just quite simply reads the description.
Can't go wrong with that.
So, it is a immobile dome of force, and essentially, if you're inside it, Then, let's see, effects on you. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. So, take that as you will.
Okay. Look, I think it could be a good chance for me to try it at least to see if it helps.
All right. No problem. I can...
We better ask the captain first.
Yes. Can you hold for 10 minutes? It'll take me 11 minutes to cast this, though, Arthur. So just hold on until then, okay?
Let's go ask the...
Yes. Okay, let's go up.
I mean, I could just kill him again.
Kill him
What?
again?
I mean, put him to sleep again. Sorry.
You have an odd choice
Yes.
of... You have an odd choice of words, Rudy. Well, anyway, we'll go
It's
speak
very
to the
deep
captain.
Very deep sleep.
So me and Arthur will go and find the captain.
I'm leaning on
Captain
Gerald
is,
quite
is,
heavily.
like,
by now.
finishing up his scuffing away the marks, and as you're walking up, you see these like the grooves, the scrapes, and as he just moves his foot over them, they disappear.
Oh, that's a remarkable trick.
Yes, well,
Oh, no, it's an unmarkable
good as
trick.
new.
I knew it had an extra one.
Yes. Oh, fantastic.
How can I help?
Yes, well, I would love to discuss that with you later. But more pressingly, my friend here, Arthur, as you know, is quite seasick. And we were hoping to trial something that maybe make him less seasick. But we'll need a 20-foot space in which to do it. Have you got a free space of that size that I could erect a dome?
Below deck, then, if you please. Not
Fantastic.
On deck.
Yes, any particular space I should not place it, I guess, is a better question.
No, since we do not have as much cargo as what we...
In the cargo area. Very good.
There's...
Thank you.
There's plenty.
Goes below deck.
Bye.
Is there anything particular anyone wants to do? Otherwise, Gerald starts working on the ritual. I'm assuming Arthur follows on down.
Yeah,
Arthur's
Arthur
leaning
will-
on Gerald.
Arthur will need to be inside
Pesty
the
and
area.
Sin, Pesty and Sin are pretty much just like enjoying watching the ocean. Like every now and then, Sin will stand up off the sled and look over the railing, like down into the water, and Pesty will be like, no, "Not too far, not too far," and just looking around, taking it in. And you, after a moment, realize that you can't see Lena like on deck anymore.
I was gonna say I want to go and check on them, make sure they're all right.
Yeah, Lena is not visible on deck right now.
Might go to their room and just knocking.
You go
Lena.
knock, there's no response.
Lena, hello.
There's no
I
response.
don't want to just go in unannounced, but I think Goose will go have a look around the ship, see if they're hanging around anywhere. He's like, Lena!
You
Lena!
find Lena. You find Lena in the kitchen.
Oh, Lena! There you are. How are you doing? A beautiful day today, isn't it?
Yes, I'm just trying to make myself useful. How is the weather? I haven't really checked today. Can we see the ice anymore?
Well, we can go out there and have a look if you'd like. Get some sunshine.
I don't know. Just let me know when we're far away. I don't know. I think I'll. And you see, Lena is like in the process of scaling fish.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you know. Do you need a hand with that or anything?
No, I'm fine. It helps take my mind off things. You know, keeping busy.
Okay, well, if you need anything, you know, Goose will be here to help. Anytime.
Thank you, Goose.
It's all right.
And just goes back to like working fish.
Um,
And
I
yeah.
think Nana's
Nana,
gonna try
Rudy?
and make the health potion just so we have an extra, because there's some extra time, and she might. Oh, she might. She's either gonna set up on the deck or see if she can set up in the kitchen to talk, cooking with Arthur.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I don't know where she'll be less in the way, but like it would make sense if she was in the kitchen.
Like, if you go and talk to Harkin asking about like setting up shop here, Harkin will be a little bit like, I mean,
Told to no. You can say no.
Is Melivora the kind of nana that just like walks into any kitchen and just immediately owns it?
Oh yeah, but I
Like-
mean, she's not above someone saying no. She kind of is
it's
asking
nothing
like,
personal. It's just I don't know what you're gonna be working with. I don't want it splashing over into the food.
oh no, that's fair
No.
enough. I'll come back if I have.
I care a lot
snack."
about my my produce hygiene. I don't want cross contamination.
Very important. OH&S.
Wait, are we talking about the same man who literally boiled like 100 eggs? And that's breakfast.
I mean,
How is there cross-contamination? He literally
And
boiled
being in the kitchen, Goose and Nana having seen the kitchens, there's plenty of food. You can see
But
dried
it's all
herbs
eggs.
hanging around. You can see baskets that look like to be filled with grains, potatoes. There's fish. There's what looks to be a similar cooler box to what you've seen in Bura.
Is that giant
And-
fish?
and, they're no, not giant, but they're like large, like open ocean caught, like wild fish.
Yum.
And it looks almost like Harkin and Lena are preparing something more rustic for later, but it like the breakfast is just like these are things we can just serve for anyone to grab whenever. It's just like always available.
Everyone's very particular first thing in the morning on what they eat.
Yeah, and it's more like so they don't have to cook first thing in the morning. They can just serve it and then
Perfect.
start cooking.
yeah.
But yeah, eventually you'd probably Nana would probably come to the conclusion that the room, like setting up a little bit of shop in, just like in her room.
A little bit.
Oh, I think you mentioned before, but Goose would like to go through all those scrap bits of like furs and such that he picked up from here and there whilst in town. Just like, he hasn't had a look at exactly what he got yet.
It's hard to tell. You'd see it looks like it could be a strip of bunyip. One looks like maybe mammoth or something. It's got like thick coarse hair. One is definitely wolf. You see another similar to the one you've got on your arm, some sort of Arctic fox. There's like a mishmash, but like most strips are like undefinable. They've been worked too much. They've been used like scraps over and over, cutoffs of cutoffs of cutoffs.
Ah, excellent.
it's a
Good
good
assortment of bits and pieces. Definitely things for Goose to work with.
Yeah.
Guess I should have given Goose a little bit of a project whilst on this boat trip.
And after the hut forms down in the cargo
Yes.
space, you find like a corner, because the cargo space is sort of shared with where the crew sleeps in their hammocks. It's just like you see all these sort of like big metal rings with ropes and nets. Looks like they strap in the cargo along the walls. You find this area pretty open, and you set up the ritual, and there's not much of a difference, because just going below deck, it's already, you get rid of the wind. However, the humidity goes away when you enter the dome, but the dome is attached to the boat. It's anchored in the boat, and the boat is rocking still.
Yeah, so it's perfectly comfortable except for the motion.
Because it's still it's like attached to the ground,
Yeah,
sort of.
it's kind of like, because it says it's immobile, but I can't imagine that it would be in a fixed point in space. Because imagine that you'd cast it and just bust straight through the entire ship.
Oh my god. Imagine. Scuff that
And
away.
also without bottom,
it's like
you
an-
have nothing to grab onto, so you
Yeah.
just like get shunted out, fall into the ocean.
Wait,
It-
no,
yeah.
Then Arthur just sets up his immovable rod inside the tent, and then he can just.
Oh my
Well,
God.
the
Oh
tent
my
the
God.
tent would
Oh my
literally
God.
be an immovable
Wait,
rod if that
wait,
was the case.
Wait, Gerald on the broom.
Yeah.
Flying.
The flying dome.
But it
Yes.
would be no. But
I
it
could
would
actually
still be
do
open
that.
from below. It would still be open.
It's just my legs
underneath.
dangling out of it.
But
It's
you
just-
would be free.
It's just
from
like one of
wind in
these
the
when
face.
people are walking like boats. It's all that like movie thing where people are walking boats
Yeah.
like upside down and with their
Yes.
feet.
Amazing. I
But
love
yeah,
it.
so for Arthur, it's a little bit better, but like the boat is still rocking.
How is it, Arthur?
All
Is that-
you see is Arthur's crawling out.
I
Not-
don't see you crawling out. The outside is not see-through. In
No,
fact, the outside
no,
is
the
vomit
fact
colored.
is, no, the fact is that Arthur is crawling out of the space,
Oh.
so you can see him. Not good.
No, you don't have to come out to talk to me. You just stay in there.
No,
No, just stay.
Stairs.
Uh,
Help.
really, you'd rather be up there?
Ocean. Sick. In.
Oh well. Look, I was hoping to experiment whether vomit counts as an object once it's left your body, Arthur. It would be quite an interesting experiment.
No. No.
Like, would it go through the heart, or would it be trapped inside there? I don't know, and that's fascinating.
Arthur's just lost his he was all sick over Gerald's shoes because he couldn't.
Oh, no, that's back from that. That's back from that.
Prestidigitate.
Yeah.
And it's just eggs and oranges.
Oh, the smell! Oh, the smell is coming terrible.
Did any of it
Orange
go?
scrambled eggs?
Was any of it inside the hut,
Arthur's gonna make his
or is
way
it all
up to-
outside?
Yes,
You get-
it was
you
all
get up.
outside.
Curses.
And eventually you
Yes.
like find a place along the railing where you hang off and just do your thing.
While Arthur
that is
does
Arthur
that,
for the rest of the day.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand again, and I'm gonna use the Mage Hand to pick up some vomit, and throw it at the hut. Does it bounce off?
Yeah,
It
it's just
splats?
flats and just like
Oh no!
Now we know.
Now we know. I'm like, whoa.
because I'm
you
counting
know,
it like
gross.
because the rules of objects says like even though Arthur could shoot arrows out, Arthur would not be able to shoot arrows in.
Hmm.
He's allowed to go through with his equipment, but like his equipment leaving him, like it loses the influence.
Yeah, something like that. Because it's
Only
basically,
vomit leaving him.
So you
Yeah.
could projectile vomit
'cause it's-
out, but it couldn't
As
projectile
long
vomit
as it's still
in.
connected.
yeah, creatures and objects within the dome when you cast it can move through freely. So it's
Why are
it's,
we discussing this?
This is very important.
Look,
okay?
Gerald
Oh,
wanted to
come
know. Gerald wanted to know if you vomit in the hut, is it considered an object that was in the hut to begin with?
For science.
For science, that's right.
science.
Magical
Does Gerald
science.
turn around and see like the rest of the party just like watching? As he
I think
picks up-
Nana's taken a walk at this point, and then she
Yeah.
kind of heard some commotion, and now she's just like come in to see him throw vomit at the
Yeah,
tiny
yeah.
and go, well, that's a choice.
Well, I didn't touch it.
How
though.
about we leave Gerald to his
And you kind of see Gerald kind of going as he's doing this as well, but he wants to know. He has to know. Oh, fascinating!
Nana, we should leave. We should actually leave.
Nana's not even grossed out. She's just more like,
And then just Gerald
Probably
leaves the
already
dome there
fine.
and just goes back upstairs.
hmm.
It's probably done that once or twice in all of her life. Who knows?
She's cleaned up so much vomit. It's not even a thing.
Speaking of Nana, if you want to set up shop and start working on some healing potions,
Yes.
I sent you.
Going to
The important things is the time and the money,
Yes.
but
3
I
days,
would like you to
25 gold.
make. Yes, so if you have the gold, you can just mark it off.
I will do that.
And that's pretty much Nana, not like completely busy, but that's like 8 hours of work per day for 3 days.
Okay, yeah.
And I want you to make a nature check.
Oh, okay.
As you pretty much like, you start grabbing things from your bag of holding, you druid craft a few herbs, berries, leaves, just like setting everything up, like going through in your mind, okay, what do I
Oh,
need? What do I
baby.
need?
Oh, baby.
26.
Nat 20, baby.
Woo!
Nana knows her
Nice.
trees.
Yeah, you feel confident. You've got everything you need. This won't even be. It takes time, but it's more like leaving it to like stew in its own like you start off by like pestle mortaring a few herbs, a few leaves in like a little bit of sap, and then you're like, now I need to leave it to ferment for a day, like and then tomorrow I'll set it to start like producing, and then third day I'll need to pretty much like dilute it properly, like in like just appropriately, make sure it like the right ratios. So first day is just you like working on these things, and if you want, you may ask up to like you can ask the others for help if there's anything you can think of that they could do to help.
Yes, I will find Rudy because I know he's a healer. And my healing potion will probably look a little different to most of the ones that he's seen. So I might ask his expertise and go, oh, how do these ingredients look? You know, and just discuss with him what he uses and see if I can add anything to it.
And I want to say, feel free, the rest of you, to think what you're doing during these 3 days. We'll do like a quick, again, we'll skip the 3 days as soon as this process is over. If there's anything particular you want to do during that time, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just do like a quick, this happens during the days. But
yeah, I
yeah,
don't think
Rudy,
so.
feel free to make a medicine check if you
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So Rudy like comes in and goes, "Oh, Nana, you're making potions. I wondered when you were gonna start using all those herbs you got there, for something other than tea. So I have seen a fair number of these in the past. Yes. Oh dear. No, the color's all wrong here. No. What you want to do is you want to do. Yes, yeah. No, you want to add a little bit of this, a splash of that, and no, scoop that out. Don't use fingers, though. Use a spoon. No. That'll
She's
burn your
used
finger.
fingers. It's
Oh.
too late.
No, your finger. That's okay. I can heal that later. 22.
You did good.
Yeah,
Little-
it's a great
little
roll,
did
a
you know.
definite success. And you realize, because Rudy, like making healing potions is, while it's not completely different the way you do it. Like you still know some of these ingredients. It's just like there's the regional difference since you you both come from different regions, but there's like it's like the same basis. It's more like you both discussing. Like Nana has her knowledge from the druids of the west. You have yours like from making healing potions in the east, where the climate is different. There's different like yours would probably be more mineral based, while Nana's is like herb based.
We also put a splash of lavender in ours, so just
well,
that lavender
Rudy-
oil that I carry
Fair enough.
around.
That's probably what makes it, really.
Yeah.
Rudy would have quickly realized, like, making any kind of potions in his youth, like healing potions, put lavender oil in, doesn't change the effect. You can put it in, smells wonderful.
Purely for scent. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of like the Rudy magic hands flair, you know?
Yeah.
And Rudy should know that Nana is indeed actually making a healing tea. So
I imagine it's like a lavender Earl Grey.
He tried his hardest to not.
He's like,
make
no,
it
you don't
seem
have to
like-
make it. She's like, it's happening.
Rudy's all like, "Oh, you're making healing potion." Nana's like, "No, it's a special tea that I've made since I was young. It just takes some
It
time
heals
to
the
make."
soul.
Yes, Nana, it's a tea.
It's
yes.
her speciality.
To be fair, Josie, you made that one first. You actually did it.
No, the face.
Oh, I
Actually
didn't
made
hear it.
first. I was gonna say, but
Made what? Made
you,
what?
you said
Get one
special.
chance to save this. Specialty.
You
But Rody
said
said-
special, and there was a minor pause, and then tea, and I.
Okay, it wasn't intentional, but we'll do the no puns intended, and I'll let you have this one. But it's
Oh,
I saved all your asses just then. Just remember that.
Oh god,
How,
it's
how
gonna
close
be
are we now, by the way?
That's
is the
it.
last
This is
one.
the last one.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Make a good one.
I had no idea. And I
Oh,
still
I
don't
know.
care.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, it's coming out today. I just delayed it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't stop me.
We'll see what happens. And yeah. Is there anyone else you want to ask for help?
Well, I think Arthur's a little bit
Occupied?
busy at the
Pretty
moment. He
fast.
seems occupied. Bruce is also kind of doing his own project. And she just saw Gerald throw vomit at a wall.
No. I didn't use my hands. I used my magic hand.
I hope you watched the third one.
No, it doesn't need to be washed. It just vanishes, and like anything that's on it just goes.
I would put money down on the next mage hand that Gerald summons having a bit of vomit on it.
Oh my god, I hope so. Also,
No, it
did
just-
Rudy
Fortunately,
wash
it doesn't
his
work
magic
that way.
hands? Like, did Rudy wash his mage hand? Because that would
Rudy
be great.
always washes his magic hands. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but the two, but then like the giant one, do you like kind of?
Oh, you mean
Rough?
spiritual weapon? Oh, that one's cleansed in holy fire.
Oh.
Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah. No, she might just make small talk with people, but probably not ask for too much help. She's
Okay.
gonna let it sit. I
Then
think.
is there anything particular anyone wants to do for the rest of the 3 days?
The only thing I wanted to do was have just a quick magic chat with the captain, and just to find out what the effect from his boot was, or whether that was a thing that he was casting, or whether it was an item that was giving him the effect.
And he says, no, it's very basic magic. Picked it up, out on the ocean.
Out of the ocean?
It's just on the ocean.
Oh,
On the ocean.
you found a spell
You
on
know.
the ocean?
Sure.
This freaking guy.
I mean, if you think about it, the ocean is very, very inspiring. I'm sure if you spend some time out here, you too could find magic beyond your imagination.
I have quite an imagination, I will tell you that much.
Weaseling out of it.
But
I'm sure you are a wizard, are you not?
I am indeed, yes. Which is why I came and was curious. I thought we might discuss such things, because I've never seen someone kick some scuffs away like that, or kick damage away.
Well, you probably know all about it. It's just a simple mending.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
But with your boot?
I just foot instead of my hand.
So is it an enchantment then?
No, it's the spell.
Oh, you're casting it.
Yes.
Oh, he's a boot mage.
Yeah, he has wizard on his boot, actually. So that's just, I guess.
The key is that he has 3 Z's instead of 2.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh God, no.
He's one up ya.
Shit. I'm gonna have to like
Yeah,
stitch a
girls.
little upward arrow and another Z. No, I was like, oh, okay. Well, it's I've never seen someone cast a spell with their foot before, so interesting technique you've developed.
So wizard is very simple. You know how magic requires certain sometimes words, sometimes movements, sometimes knickknacks.
Yes, sometimes, or
I
focuses,
simply
or
decided
candles,
that in this instance
or
I would use my foot
incenses,
instead of my hand because I didn't
or
feel like bending down. and
bird
touching.
feathers.
Gerald's just listing this.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you were saying.
And the captain just like looked at you. Yes, I was saying. Have a good day.
waste my time with a
Walt walks away and waves, and there's like a gust of wind comes from behind you and almost blows your hat off your head.
As I feel
It's
the
like
wind
the-
picking up, I
so-
cast Prestidigitation and have a little gust go the opposite direction.
Yeah, you can also feel like the hat almost trying to cling onto your head. Like it just
Yeah.
squeezes a little tighter as it just like starts tugging away.
Okay, I got the envision of the hat squeezing its butt cheeks on Gerald's head.
No.
Yes.
No, because then the implication would be that its
It is indeed.
anus is stretched over my head,
Yes,
and I'm not
yeah,
having
that
that.
It is an ass hat.
I hate it here.
No, that is absolutely,
You know what you have to do.
that is
You know what you
absolutely
have to
not
do, Debbie.
canon. No,
I know exactly what I have to do.
Give the hat a booty. Give the hat a booty.
no,
Of that, we'll go
No.
to a quick break.
no hat booty.
Alright.
Yes,
I do
I'm
hat
not
booty.
coming back from this break.
It's an ass hat.
I hate it.
Oh, I hate everything about that.
Well,
We'll go
ass
to a
hat.
quick break
Stay
for
tuned.
anyone who needs, like, take 2-3 minutes, refill drinks, go to the bathroom.
I'm
Just-
never coming back. But I also love you.
Wonderful.
Josie, if you're not disappearing for a second,
No. I'm good.
I had so I've swapped in that augury spell, augury or whatever it is.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it states that you need to use specially marked sticks, bones, or similar tokens that work with a certain amount of worth. There's not Rudy wouldn't have anything like that on him. would he?
I mean,
Like-
all things considered, you know what? Roll just a d20. Roll,
What's-
it's a hindsight check.
What's the gold worth?
That's important as well. How much?
Okay, just roll a d20.
How much is the gold worth?
25.
No, 25. Yeah, I'll say roll a d20. Because it's still a lower level spell, right? It's like the first or second.
16.
What
16.
level
It's
is
the
the
first
spell?
or second. Yeah, what
It's a
level
second
is the spell?
level.
Second.
Yeah.
16. I'd say it's probably like right now. Rudy would probably realize like shit. I could probably have gotten that while working.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like like if you'd roll higher on the d20, I might
Yeah,
have allowed like that you stashed some away. But if it had been a first level spell, you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
But like since it's a second,
Question: does the spell say that the bones are consumed, or are they not consumed?
No, but it does clearly state that I utilize the
Yeah.
bones or gem inlaid sticks or cards or some form of divining tool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a tool to be used. I don't think it uses them up. I mean, at least it doesn't. To me,
It would
doesn't
specify.
say-
It would say that which are
Consumed.
consumed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
no.
But because I was going to suggest or ask whether it'd be possible, because if it could be specially marked bones, we know a certain someone does have a bunch of bones in their glove.
Yeah, but it's more like he's got to
Oh,
read them.
it's more like a reading. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. So
yeah.
he's using those
Augur,
things
I
for
think,
the
is-
reading. Gotcha.
Vulgar is like you can ask a yes or no question of your deity.
It's kind of
Just
like
one.
you know how shamans like roll the bones and
Yeah.
read the bones.
I know what you
yeah.
mean. Yeah. What
And,
about you could read some tea leaves? Maybe like stir it with your gloved finger and then like read the tea leaves.
I mean, as it's. I think it's more of like I can even role play this away. It's like Rudy, never really has figured out a way to communicate effectively with deities when he wants to, and like maybe he's sort of worked out that Urgathoa, maybe Bones is the way to go considering the glove is working. Next time he can figure something out. So that's
that makes sense.
Something
And let's do a quick shout out as well to everyone in all the chats. If you want, you could give channel points to the people who've got the inspiration community challenges going. Or on my end, you can put points towards community challenges that give players the party new fancy items. And just things we're trying to work out how to activate chat in the game. Allow all the viewers to interact with the game a little bit.
Yeah.
I've even put in there is, for those who truly want to do something, there is now a big redeemable point thing over on my end.
That was a cookie.
Redeemable cookies.
No, I put it at 50,000 channel points.
Holy
but if someone redeems it, I will grab out my Dungeon Master's Guide and I will roll a single random item from the random item tables and just hand it to you.
Ooh.
Nice. I was honestly worried that you were like, I will just roll, and I was like, not a monster. No,
I'll just roll in
I'll
the
roll a
monster.
and
just like whichever monster comes up. Oh, hey, look, it's a Tarask.
Oh, look, it's not so forbidden meatball that can actually kill us.
Oh, God.
I would still argue that it is a little bit forbidden. Because you shouldn't eat other people's eyeballs.
This is true.
That's not okay.
Also, Josie, I just saw it's an actual legit 50k redemption. It's not.
Yeah.
That's not showing up for me for some reason.
No, it's not a challenge. It's an actual redemption.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought
Just
it was
like
a challenge.
a one
so I
thing.
see. I was looking at the
But
chat.
that's also why I bumped up the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's only per person. Community challenges are like people pooling money. Here it's like one person has to save for a bit.
It's a
Oh,
lot.
I'm gonna be lurking all the time now.
Gotta get those magic items, yo.
Yo.
I mean, and it could be such a way you could get like, oh, here's a healing potion or like a little thing.
But
it could also be like it could also be something incredible like here's a mithril armor. You're now immune to crits. Have fun.
Gosh.
Yeah.
God, can you
that's
imagine if,
adamantine, but still, it's
can you
like
imagine
one
if
of
we
those.
like rolled another immovable rod or something?
And then just put them on top of one another and was like, immovable.
You did
I don't
have
know,
the
there's a
you
lot
did
of
have the opportunity to
utility
get
for
a
that.
second one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
We did.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. Like, if you could, just imagine you're wanting to climb something, you've suddenly got two perfect handholds in space.
You
You
just
can
click,
just like
click,
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 click.
click, 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 and you can
Actually,
climb
this-
anything.
What's this for?
If you had two immovable rods,
If you got four, you could tie some to your feet as well.
how would you
Hey.
click them though?
Because like if the button's on the end, you could just like.
Oh,
tap
you could
them
just like
towards-
you could like kick something.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
So-
Like with your foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be like someone like who does like a traveling stage show in the universe, right? And they literally just have hidden immovable rods in their clothing, and they just randomly, like perform acrobatics in the air. Like,
That would be pretty cool.
Pop lock midair.
yeah,
I would love to see like a traveling magic show or performance show in like D&D realm.
We should be a traveling bard show and just run into misfortune.
well,
I
no.
will say-
That was what I was
I will
talking
say
about the other time, right?
everyone except Rudy. Probably. Maybe not Arthur. Rudy, you would know. Arthur, maybe. The rest of y'all, you would know that in the trading town of Rivers Cross, which Goose grew up near, Roju, like Gerald, spent a lot of time in. Nana, you've been everywhere. I don't even need to
I've
ask.
traveled through.
She's been everywhere, man.
There is a stationary carnival, like a Tivoli, like one of those huge circus tents. Like it's smack in the middle of town.
Nice.
They got like all kinds of paper and pens.
What?
We're on break.
Yeah, I know. Because it's a stationary carnival, guys.
No, I was holding my breath a little bit. I was like,
Can we start the game so that
Before
Look,
it's too
okay,
late.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not prepared for Punishment Panther. I should have. Instead, what I'm gonna do is, if you reach 0 this session, I'm just gonna keep the encounter, and for every extra pun, I'm adding a panther, and then start of next session, it's just gonna be all of them.
God damn it. We're gonna wait 2 weeks for the panther encounter.
and we're gonna forget about it, which is the best
Yeah.
thing. And then
And
she's
there's
gonna
gonna be, like,
with a
10.
panther.
Suddenly
We're like, oh.
Panthers.
I don't
Yeah.
think
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
forget. No, we're not gonna forget the team up, Rudy and Panther.
Rudy just casts less on all the panthers. Like,
Yeah,
just
Done.
get it over.
Every-
Love it.
all the little good boys need good boys. And
Nana
good
just
Panthers.
turns into a panther and is like, I don't know what's going on,
I
but
just
I
start-
want to join.
I'm on
Arthur,
Team
get the
Panther.
PTSD.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if and when it happens, that like, do we remember the previous time suddenly?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see when we get there. But we get back to 3 days have passed. 3 days have passed. And Nana, I want you to make it will be a wisdom check with your proficiency.
Okay. My
So,
wisdom.
Go
With
Nana.
a
Wisdom
+2. So
was-
it'll come up on there, yeah.
Yeah, if whatever your proficiency bonus is.
Yeah. No! It was a 16, then it turned into an 8!
No.
Wait, what?
What's
And
the
now it's
total?
10.
What's the grand
It's a 10.
10? 10 is exactly what you needed.
Oh,
If you have
nice.
I'm
if you
so
have an
mad.
inspiration point, you can re-roll because you do have. There is, if you roll above a certain threshold, you could get like the
Fun
extra good.
one. I want to use it because I want to see what it is just in case,
I'm
but
so
I acknowledge
curious.
that we may not. Alright, so I will use it.
Mm.
No more inspiration point. Remind
Okay.
me of that.
Start
when I
working
will
up a
regret
new
that.
one.
I'm gonna
But if you
regret
get
that
a-
later.
If you get a 15 or above, and you also remember
one
to
I
add
did.
your proficiency modifier, which I think is +2 or +3 above that. So that should have been a
Yeah.
12 or a 13.
Oh no, it was an 8, but then I added it to a 10.
No, but it also says wisdom +2. You're adding your wisdom and your proficiency modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Yas.
Ah, so it was a 12. Okay. This time it will be. Oh my god, you're kidding me. It was an 18 and now it's a 4. I'm gonna quit this game. I'm rage quitting. Fine. Go with the first one. It's fine.
Yeah.
It was an 18!
So it's actually +5. So it's like a 13 basically.
Sweet. Please, just a
Well,
moment
that
of
depends
silence.
on how we count it. Because is inspiration giving yourself advantage or a complete reroll?
That is
Again, you choose.
that is a good question.
No, I'm gonna allow it. So you successfully make a healing potion.
Yay!
Yay!
Good job, Nana.
Not a special one, guys, so don't applaud me, okay?
I mean,
No
It's
applause
still a
yet.
Yeah,
healing
no,
potion.
no.
You
Yeah,
can
it's a
add-
healing
You can
potion.
add a healing potion to your inventory.
that's super good.
Still
That's
a
awesome.
delicious healing Earl Grey.
It is.
Yeah.
I like to think it's like a little bit of like sort of cinnamon in there as well. I don't know if that goes well with Earl Grey though. I imagine it goes a lot better with chai.
I could try that later tonight. I do have some.
Do it.
Cinnamon and Earl Grey.
Do it. All right.
Mm.
And I'll say if you've got like the money if people want to pool money. You have enough time. You're gonna be at sea for another 5 days.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
I pulled money to what?
Yeah, Arthur's having a really bad time, and I don't know. Do we assume that Aussie every night just go to sleep, Arthur? Just go to
well,
sleep.
Yeah.
Kills him.
He's gonna be
Yeah.
asking him every night too, because when he wakes up, he feels fabulous in the mornings.
Yeah.
But as the day goes on, he quickly goes into,
Deteriorates.
yes. Has enough time for food in his belly that comes out.
Rudy and Sin have worked out a game, right? So what we do is we set up a pillow further and further away from Arthur when he's standing, and then when Rudy casts the spell, they sort of push him and see how far we can get him. A couple of times he's missed the pillow, but he's technically dead when he hits the ground, so it's not like he feels it or anything. He's fine.
What about in the morning, though?
Oh, I mean, Rudy doesn't know where those bumps on his head came from. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Some fucking
Excellent
paper carry you
party.
are. Oh,
Wonderful
yeah,
party
thanks,
we had.
and let's make gains. But Doink, yeah, it's okay.
Throughout the 3 days, you would also notice Lena is not seeking too much contact with you, the group, but it's like is seems to be taking more of a spot among the crew. It's like helping around, like carrying things around, like it's being taught how to make knots and work the sails, and it's just like really trying to just stay busy and be like helpful and just constantly doing things. But if you go up and say hi, they respond, but they don't really like seek out much contact.
Yeah. No, Nana will probably say hi when their paths cross, but I think probably understands the need to maybe have a break from the reminder of
That and
Yeah, I was thinking like we probably remind them of everything that's happened.
exactly. Like when you think about it, Lena met us, and then their entire life went to shit. So
yeah, so
You had to wonder how much of it is they blame us.
yeah,
in some
irrationally
part.
that they are. Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
yeah, so probably let them have some
Yeah.
space.
Mm.
Does anyone have anything particular? Does Nana want to make another potion?
Well, Nana has a question. I'm trying to add it to my inventory, but all I have is Greater Potion of Healing, Superior, or Supreme, and I feel like I just made a regular.
No, it should just, if you just search healing potion, and it should be like
It's
it doesn't have like a colored
It's
text.
technically potion
Yeah.
of healing is what you're looking
Potion
for.
of healing. It's just not showing up for me. That's okay. I'll figure it out.
Just
I'll
because
fix
it's
it in
a
post.
We'll fix it in post.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
Fix it
it's
afterwards.
a common item. So if you untick like magical stuff, you should see it.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on. I can just put the quantity to 2. That's why it was.
Oh, you've already got
no,
one.
no,
Yeah.
That's
You've already
that's
got it,
also
yeah.
one way to do it.
That's
But
why I
if-
wasn't showing it.
If you want, you could definitely start the process of making another one.
Yeah, I mean,
ask
They
around.
used to be happy to help.
if Gerald
Yeah.
saw or knew about Nana making healing potions, he would definitely approach Nana and say, "Oh, Nana, is it possible to make another? I would find one quite useful."
Oh yes, of course, yes. What would you like? What flavor would you like it?
I've got the lavender. I've got the lavender oil.
No
Hold on,
lavender,
wait,
please.
Rudy,
We don't have to
Rudy
have
runs to his
lavender.
room. He's rummaging for his
Absolutely
lavender oil.
no lavender, please. Definitely not lavender.
Wait, no lavender?
No lavender.
Oh,
Do you have a preferred
I-
flavor?
I'm sorry, Rudy, but I smell it every day off you like a wafting fog. I can't take any more lavender.
Oh, Rudy dear, he didn't mean it. It's a very nice smell. He just maybe he doesn't like.
Oh no, I meant it. It's perfectly lovely, but there's just
you've got
so
a
much
point.
of it.
When we make land, I will maybe buy some rose oil, or I don't know.
You know,
maybe-
that's an
Oh,
option
that
too.
would be very nice,
Or
dear.
maybe just like don't empty the entire bottle into your armpits. Yes.
Oh no, those are his hands.
Wait, we're meant to wash our armpits?
I'm just I'm just like imagining young men with a bottle of Lynx or something just going
Yeah.
Just like
Rudy with
emptying the entire. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's
Rudy just
Rudy with the
neglected to
lavender.
wash any other part of himself except
Yeah.
this is the worst.
And it's just like lavender.
With like a very small BO undertone.
Bit of stale leather smell.
I think Arthur and Nana would have noted though, when Rudy was preparing the body back in Bura, he used the same oil on the clothing and everything. So technically, the scent that you smell off Rudy all the time is actually the scent of the dead that he prepares as well.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Gerald is going to say willfully ignorant of this fact.
Yeah.
Grace is very glad to be ignorant of this fact.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think Rudy might be my favorite representation of like a death grave cleric, but he's like
I do
nice
apologize,
guy.
Orb. I'm kind of like I'm glorifying.
No problem. No problem.
I'll just say,
because Rudy doesn't strike me as morbid, but he's also like, these are normal things for me.
yeah.
This is just day to day.
Yeah.
Any flavor you like, Nana, as long as it's not lavender.
Oh,
Chef's
all right, I can do
choice.
that. Chef's choice. We love that. And then since you're both there, I'll probably ask both of you for input.
I will.
You know,
Still
just to be
help
nice.
regardless.
I'll
Yeah.
fund this one as well, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So 25 gold, wasn't
And
it?
the gold coin, the gold cost here represents more like sort of like back pay on things Nana have gathered through the years. Like you're taking from the good stuff. These are still like expensive or hard to get, so it's more like representing that
Yeah,
kind of
It's
thing.
it's like a restocking fee.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
And some of these are probably from like
Yeah.
the Eastern continent as well.
Yeah.
That I
So,
sort of sprinkle in.
Well, I'd say we're gonna have Nana roll the nature check to establish your baseline DC, and then we're gonna move over. What is Arthur and Goose getting up to during the coming 3 days?
Well, Goose would probably want to get in on this whole like health potion thing once he gets word of it. But in the meantime, he'd be very fascinated by this magic hand ability that he has now, and really start like
Oh no,
kind of
Goose.
playing around with it.
Mage
Goose is-
hand!
Are we getting an
Mage
insight
hand,
into
sorry.
Goose's private time now? I don't know if we're ready for this.
No!
He's gonna start experimenting with the hand.
Feels like someone else is doing it.
How dare you? Goose is an innocent being.
Goose
How
is
dare.
very innocent.
He's an innocent, lovely being.
But sometimes he has
and as
thoughts
you're,
and it does strange things to him when he thinks about the swan.
If you're just casually playing with the mage hand, like walking around doing like practicing, Sin would definitely be super curious how you did it.
Oh, I'm not entirely sure, but I have this this fox pelt that helps me to do this mage hand magic. I'm still getting quite used to it. I got Rudy and Gerald helping me out with it. Teaching me how to use it better.
Can anyone use it?
I don't know. Would you like to give it a try?
Sin just goes like,
You just made this kid's
Yeah,
day.
and Pesty's just very much like, is it safe?
I
Is it-
think it's
is
pretty
it
safe.
safe?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So Goose takes off
Fine.
the what's it called?
Like a vambrace kind of thing?
Van brace. Yeah, takes off the van brace, gives it over. I'll let him try it out.
Yeah, it's more like you've pretty much taken, because it's a kind of shoddy cut fox pelt, so I've just assumed you almost like tied it around your arm, because it needs to be attached to the arm. And you show Sin how you attached it to yours, and Sin's arm is like a twig compared to yours. This is like a 12-year-old halfling.
Oh god, yeah.
So
Tiny.
it's more like an entire arm wrap.
It's
Yeah,
like one of your
you've
fingers.
You've essentially wrapped a blanket around their arm, and there's this tiny little hand like poking out. You know.
Yeah,
That's
and,
enough,
and
enough.
it's like, and you know that it requires some focus. You gotta like feel it, and it takes a while, like 45, 50 minutes. You're talking, Sin is focusing, and Pesty's just like what could go wrong? How does it work? Exactly how did you did it? Please explain. We want to make sure there's no accidents. Is there any detrimental effects? I saw that the hand that came out had like fur. Is your arm like has white fur now? No, you're good. Okay. She's not gonna get like the yellow eyes like you did. Did that come from
no,
this?
this is something different. This is something different. Don't worry.
Okay. And there's a moment like after like.
Don't worry about it.
Like a while later, there's a moment where the runes they faintly glow like an icy blue, almost snow, and like there's a shimmer through the pelt as a small hand slips off Sin's hand, and it too has like the dull black nails and the white fur to it. And at first, it's like Sin just stares at it, and it's just like it's very instinctual. Like the hand is now hovering mid-air, just like copies anything Sin's actual hand is doing. Like it's not moving independently or anything. It's just like,
It's cool, huh? It's like open and close.
Trying to
Sound
get, like,
open
and
and
then-
close.
and just like incredibly like trying to be careful, but just like pokes Pesty in the face.
Yes.
Very funny, very funny. Please. Okay, you've tried it now. Take it off, please, before you poke an eye out. And Sid is like, no. And it's like, it's Goose said I could have it. When Goose wants it back, I'll give it back. And it's just like now trying to like hold, like almost like forcibly holding a hand still, and you can see like the mage hand fingers flexing a little bit, like.
Just give it plenty of focus. Just deep breaths in and down. And focus.
And
Like he
through
totally
these-
knows what he's talking about, but he doesn't.
Through these days, you'd also realize breakfast is always served incredibly simple. Usually turns out to be mostly leftover from dinner, and then there's like always like eggs and fruit, always.
Yeah.
And anytime you ask for a snack, you get like, do you want an egg or fruit? Essentially, like.
Egg.
Because it's
Egg
like
or
something
fruit.
they keep on stock, and like Harkin's motivation is just like, it's good for you.
Take the egg.
When he was young, he ate 6 dozen eggs to help him get large.
Yeah,
And now that he's grown, he eats 5 dozen eggs. Wait, no, that's the wrong way it goes.
pretty much. And during the midday lunch, usually served is like thick stews with scraps of meat in it. Usually, like first day you got a fish stew, and then for the evening you get like what seems to be almost like broth and bread.
Nice.
And I'm doing a quick little camera
The
thing.
camera change.
And so yeah, like food is served, and it's not just eggs and fruit.
Well, that's always lovely. I'm sure in her spare time, Nana is hovering around the kitchen, watching from a distance, and then whenever Harkin is in a good mood, trying to, like, see what he's doing, ask questions, swap recipes if he's willing. She loves talking about food. Oh my god, you can't shut her up.
Definitely. And you realize, like, he's not a bad cook in any way. It's just he only seems to know a few recipes, and very like he only knows one type of food, but he's really good at it.
Yeah, yeah, she's definitely
chef.
liked his
Is it
food.
boiled eggs?
Well, the eggs are always perfect for some reason. It's like they're
Now,
just
see, the real crazy thing is that you always seem to grab the perfect egg for you.
definitely.
It doesn't matter where you reach into the basket, it's always how you
Always.
perfectly like your boiled
I
egg.
love it.
Excellent.
And so, like, Harkin seems really good at making like soups and stews. Like, really,
And I love
like
soups and stews.
Yeah, he makes you realize quickly like he's got a lot of grain and he makes like whole grain flour like in a huge like pestle. Like he grinds it to and like makes just this delicious food. Everything is like very like fine sourced, and you see like there's every day there's a few in the crew that seem to be fishing, and anything they get they bring to him. He prepares, and it's. But they also got like these like really dried chunks of meat, and he'll pretty much like grab a potato peeler and just like peel some off and make a broth out of it, and that's what they serve for dinner with like stale bread. You don't get fresh baked bread, but it's more like you dip it in the broth and it just soaks it up. It becomes soft and very, very like salty but flavorful.
Dang it, I want some stew now.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I'm hungry. Because Nana would really respect that you can do so much with, you know, being on the ocean for so long. Because obviously being in the ice was hard enough, but like this is their life, you know. And she's only traveled on boats; she doesn't live on them. So she's like, yeah, mad respect that you can.
Yeah, you realize that there's like so much he does with the fish. Like sometimes you're served like whole grilled fish, and other times you get like little pieces in your soup, and another time it's just like the broth. And there's one fish they serve it what looks like just like fresh cut sashimi essentially, like one day.
I had dinner before this, and now I just want to go downstairs and cook the salmon in my freezer.
Yeah, I'm super hungry now too. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks, Josie.
Hope everyone at home
There's
is hungry
one day you get like before like you get this he makes like almost like a savory custard with the about to go bad fruits, like almost like sugared on top.
Ooh.
Nice.
And you just really serve that like in small bowls like one day.
Rudy tries to sneak like fourths and fifths of that because that is his jam right there.
There doesn't really like a Harkin doesn't seem, as long as he's very particular that everyone gets one serving. After that, it's free game.
Rudy is like, if any of the sailors want to like throw down, Rudy's throwing punches. Like he's getting more.
Oh my god.
No, you do. There's like at one point let me find the proper paper. Where did I put it? Over here. The young fella in the crew who you find out is named Nen. He'll like he's like the other sailors, they're kind of joking, like giving him like a second bowl, and it's like you're a growing lad, you need more, come on. And it looks like he's maybe 17, 18 maybe, and
fried chicken.
Yeah, he's very scrawny, and they just give him more food all the time. And there's one point where he's just like walks up towards to Gerald, and it's just like, how does he always eat this much? And just looking at Rudy that has like now a pile of bowls. Well, so thin. I mean, I eat as much as they give me, but I can't seem to. Like,
I don't know. Maybe something about the cold climate just accelerated his metabolism or something. I really don't know. He could. Nana thinks he might have worms, and that honestly, that could be it.
Those damn worms again.
My uncle had worms once. It was horrible.
Oh, I dread to think what they would look like.
Yeah, they pulled it out. It was like 5 feet long.
Oh. And now no one in the chats are hungry. Thank you, JC.
Truly awful. So, the short answer is he hasn't always eaten like that. So, maybe he picked something up, who knows?
Yeah, but anything Arthur want to do, or are you just pretty much like hanging out on deck, trying to exist?
On the third day
of Christmas,
my true love said to me, he's gonna go find the captain. As he walks up to the captain, he tried to Say a word. No, I'll off this. Yes, so he sort of goes up to the captain and sort of he's holding in everything as much as he can, not as much as left. And go, look, you got a second to you talk, you know, trying to get away from the crew and you guys.
You want to talk in private?
Oh, just a little bit.
Sure. Looks around. He's currently like, and you see the captain often is either up at the helm or like steering the ship himself. Looks around and then just sort of like turns his head away, and it looks like he says something, but you can't hear anything. And like moments later, from lower deck, you see Sojourn, the first mate. You see Alana Sojourn like just comes out like stretching and just walks up like, Captain, and grabs the helm. And he turns to you. Yes, we can go to my quarters.
Let's do
as
so.
Private as can be.
Let's do so. And Arthur is trying to be so just out, so good, but he wants to have a bit of a tinge of green in his face.
Yeah. And you walk down the steps, and there's because you all, when you go down below deck, it's a door to the left on, like, you go down pretty much like below the helm. It feels like you go down, but there's also a bigger, more like, no, I wouldn't say ornate, but better looking door. It's a better door around here. And sorry about that.
Door.
I had to. No, is there a better door? But it's, and he opens it and walks in, and you see like a very well kept room. It's not incredibly big, but there's a desk, a chair, and everything looks well made, but not ornate, if that makes sense. Like the craftsmanship is amazing, but there's not like any detail work to it.
Okay.
And
Arthur...
you also see like a bed. The bed, on the other hand, looks like the most expensive bed you've ever seen. And there's behind the desk, also on the back, there are windows in here, glass windows, so you can see the back of the ship, the waves. There's a painting of what looks to be a long serpentine creature that's like cutting through clouds.
Wow.
Mom.
Arthur's gonna be like, this is a nice room. Yeah. Just sort of, this is very gorgeous. I'm guessing you've been captain on the ship for a while.
You could say so. It's been a few years. He walks around, sits down in his chair, and you see there's like two chairs as well on the opposite end. And says, "Feel free to sit. What did you want to talk about?"
A few key things. The first one, our big friend, Ice Giant friend.
Yes.
They seem to be
Very useful, very strong. Good to have aboard.
Well, that's what I was sort of thinking. Would there be sort of room if they wanted to sort of stay with you and join the crew as such?
Definitely, but I do require that they would ask me themselves.
Yes. It's just they've been through a really hard time and they don't know where they're going in life.
Yeah.
They might not really know what direction to go in, so they might maybe if you could.
If they want to stay on the ship, more than welcome. The crew seems to like them.
Yes, they hear an amazing person. Arthur sort of wants to turn to the serpentine thing and the clouds and sort of, what does that represent?
Looks back. It's just a painting. Doesn't have to represent anything.
Oh, just
But
when
you know,
see...
I like it. I like it. It's it reminds me of home.
And your home was in the clouds, I suppose.
What? No. No, I grew up silly little elf. I grew up in the north. I grew up in the mountains in the far north.
I see. I see. I feel awfully silly for asking privacy about this.
Then don't.
I need to get over this silly sickness.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it. You are some. You show me what's under your hat. You've been on the ocean for a while. Is there anything you can do to help me? Normally, I'm a very proud man, and I don't want to be seen weak. And I feel very weak. I don't feel like I can help.
And the captain looks, contemplates, sits back. There is one thing that could help.
Yes?
Your gnome friend makes potions. Ask her.
Okay, but I was hoping for something a
No,
bit more
I
permanent.
don't. Spend time at sea. Get used to it. There's nothing I can do. I can do a little bit of magic, a few parlor tricks, but I can't take away the sea. The sea makes you sick. I can't just stop the sea.
Okay.
But your friend, if your friend Nana, the gnome, makes potions, I know there are potions that can help.
Oh, thank you so much. Also, can you tell me more about yourself? I'm just so intrigued by you, and I want to learn more about you. I'm not
You
hitting.
brought the wine.
I mean, it's a very nice bed, I know, but still, come on.
Oh my lord! Little
There's a
compliments
nice
here and
room.
there. Arthur's hitting on him.
And the captain cocks a smile and leans back even further. Should she to ask?
Well, you said you grew up in the mountains, and
Yeah. No, I said among the mountains.
oh,
not
among the
in
mountains. How old are you?
And how old are you?
I'm over 100 years old.
Ballpark same.
Oh. Okay. How was your childhood? I don't really know how you've grown up. Was
Terrifying.
it terrifying?
Yes.
How so?
Lightning storms every day, mist everywhere. There was the ground never stood still.
That does seem
It was
very
just-
frightening.
Yes, until my father took me away. We went to the west. Well, it would be south for us. We went from the north to the south, and ended up in the west. And it was arduous. I don't want to talk about much of that, but eventually, my father passed away, sadly, and I needed to fend for myself, and I simply went on a ship. And as I grew, I realized I could do certain things, and I told the captain. That ended poorly. Then I joined another crew, and I did it in secret. And then the captain found out, but he was a good one. And as I became older, more mature, I eventually got my own ship. I joined the where's my paper? Where's my paper? I actually got too many papers.
You did
Here we
say
go.
that.
The Redland Company under the previous chief. Chief is how do you say, owner?
Right.
And when his son took over, I stayed and simply I go where the goods need going, and I make sure they get in time.
All right. This is gonna sound a little bit inappropriate now. And I.
You do know that when you put those statements before the question, it makes me more reluctant to answer.
I know. It's just I like to have a clear topic sentence.
Topic: awkward questions.
I'll take awkward questions for 25 points.
You sort of show me your horns before.
Don't show them yours.
Yes.
Look, did it hurt when growing them? Like, or did you always have them, or is it a painful?
I'll be
thing?
honest, I didn't even realize they were there until they were like an inch.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well,
Just
it's hard when your hair is and it takes the hat off and the hair just goes like all over the place.
Yeah, look, you don't have much of a good hair day out on the ocean.
No, I've tried things. Nothing works. It just billows.
All right. Well, could you tell me more about your first mate, the one in chains?
If you want to know anything about the crew, you go ask the crew.
Okay.
But I would like to know, where did you come from? I
Me?
do not see many elves.
Oh, look, I've been around for a little while, but short story is that I lost my wife and my child in a terrible accident. I try to be a bard. As you can see, I'm not very charismatic. Sort of awkward smiles.
Oh no!
You know, the first step
Oh
is
my
admitting
God.
it.
I couldn't tell.
Just don't tell the rest of the group because they think I'm like very charismatic. Like I pull.
I'm trying to drink water here.
Your secret is safe with me. No, but I was thinking that's all very sad and all, but where do you come from? Where, because the elves are just...
Look, I don't have much memory of my younger years. It all seemed to be a bit of a blur. And I was sort of... Yeah, it was sort of a blur. We were sort of in and out of places. I don't remember growing up with elves very often. But, you know, we sort of, you know, went back to the elves for a while, went away, went back. But when I went back there in my later years, or younger years, as you can expect being 100 or so, I did find my wife, and that's when we sort of just found a cozy little place in the forest, which I might need help to ask whereabouts the forest, like a nice cozy forest, might be in the world.
There's a nice one in Bandoria, just saying.
It would probably be the same forest, but different, like, area.
Yeah. And that's where me and my wife sort of settled down.
Oh my god, we're neighbors.
We sort of kept to ourselves. You know, didn't really, you know, want to interact too much. We fed ourselves and cleaned ourselves and made our own home and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, my definitely younger years was very blurred. Like, I can't even remember much about my parents. Even like I knew I had guardians, but I wasn't quite sure at all.
Guardians? What do you mean?
Like
Protectors? Bodyguards?
no, like I guess the other people call them wards, sort of thing.
Wait,
like
you were a ward. So someone besides your parents took care of you?
yeah, I do remember a person for a period of time. But like I said, it was very all blurred. I can't remember very much about my youth.
Interesting. Well, if you ever find out where all the elves have gone to, I would love to know. Visit.
Definitely. if we ever need
Because you know, I met another elf once who said they wouldn't say where they were from, but they said there was a place where all the elves had gone to. But they wouldn't say where. Apparently, it was very secret.
they'll look like I wouldn't even know where that would be. I've been out of touch from them for such a long time. You know, I knew they were gone, just didn't know where. So maybe that's something I can try and find a trail back to. See if my wife had any parents, because she never spoke of her parents either. Maybe try and find some kin.
Kin is always good.
And sort of, Arthur sort of looks down and he's not feeling very seasick anymore. He's more in thought. Look, I know this is weird, but do you have a drink around here? A drink we could, you know, to our kin as to such? A toast?
There is always time for a drink. And he just grabs, like, opens the drawer, puts up like two, what looks to be like, you know, heavy-bottomed, broad, short glasses, and he takes up what looks to be like an amber-colored liquid and pours both of you all, like, a glass of what looks to be like some sort of whiskey.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fancy.
And we'll skip over to the creation process.
Yes, I got a 23.
23, good. And how do you want the others to help? I'm assuming Rudy does the same as before?
Yes, and I think, I guess before I was saying I was sort of looking for input, and I think Gerald can kind of direct on, like, if he wants it to, like, it's a health potion, but, you know, there's probably, like, little bits and bobs you can add to it. So if he's like, oh, I'd really like it to, I don't know, friggin' take away seasickness or something, maybe there's a little something extra that I can add. Or he can ask the book and, like, ask for little tidbits on how can we make this better for what I want. So just sort of to guide the process, maybe? But I'm not sure how to...
I'm not too knowledgeable in the healing arts myself. The closest, actually, I do have one spell in the domain of healing, which is Spare the Dying. Not, well, actually...
I don't know that this tea is going to do that, Gerald.
I think technically that's actually necromancy, but it's still within the healing domain, I think, kind of.
I'd say the tea is rather to die for instead, but... Yes,
Well, I mean, no, we're not gonna make a tea that kills someone. It's a healing potion, not
no, I would
not a
add nice
killing
shade
potion.
to that.
That would be...
Well, how can I assist you, Nana?
Well,
My skills are at your disposal.
Just for that, I'm putting extra lavender oil in this.
Don't you dare.
No, Rudy, he said he didn't want any. He said, Rudy, you get out of here with that
Well,
lemon.
I'd say if you want like
lemon peel.
input, if you want like a little bit of input from me, like just like throwing out an idea, you could always have Gerald simply take down the recipe, because you're cooking from your head currently.
Oh,
So you could have Gerald like
yeah.
actually write
Add it
down
to
the
the
steps,
book.
what you're doing,
Mhm.
and then you
Oh.
could like next time you make a healing potion, you could do like, okay, what happens if we tweak this? You could essentially like make it as a baseline recipe.
I love it. Yes, that would be a.
'Cause then we could say
yes.
if Gerald's then check is successful, I'm definitely okay with saying, because we're doing these little tweaked crafting rules. But I'd say you could craft a healing potion without any rolls, but you wouldn't get like any of the flaw or benefit. You could just make a straight healing potions without checks if Gerald is successful in like just taking down the recipe.
That might be really
Alright.
handy. Yeah,
How's
and
the
he does.
sword in it?
Sure, I can. I've got some spare pages in the back of this thing.
Oh, I love it. Yes, take it down. I never remember what I'm doing. I'm
of
so
course.
absent-minded. Is this even tea? Yes, it is.
So I'll flip to one of my notes pages towards the back, and
I'll
Nana will just start
Yeah.
dictating, and I'll start.
just thinking what would make a good check in this case. I'd say I'd make an insight check to interpret Nana explaining what's happening.
Oh God!
I was just gonna
Are
say
you
she's probably back
are you
to
sure, Insight
something,
Josie?
then back to there, and then like...
because Nana would be all over the place because she's cooking from her head
yeah.
and trying to explain to someone your own internal process.
And then she like misses something and goes, "Oh no! But before that, you have to do this." And then you're like, "Oh my god!"
Could I argue to make just instead of making an insight check, could I argue to make just a straight intelligence check because I'm trying to accurately recall her words, and then it's not a 0 that I'm rolling.
Wait,
I
what's your
love it.
insight?
My insight's 0. Wisdom
Oh,
is
because it's wisdom.
wisdom's garbage for me. Yeah.
Sure, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Awesome.
In just straight intelligence.
Yep. Straight intelligence.
I love it.
Still not great. 10 total.
10.
Woohoo!
Would you like to use an inspiration point if you have it?
Oh, I do have it. Probably not.
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
Benny,
That's
Benny,
goose.
come back! Benny, please! Benny!
Is that a Rorschach test?
I see Benny
What
flailing with the
What did
camera.
it look like to
Yeah. we saw the panicked face, and then all of a sudden the camera just went dark.
Yeah.
you?
I was
Yeah,
trying to do this
yeah,
inconspicuously.
yeah. Goodbye,
It was very
goose.
conspicuous.
Yeah.
We noticed.
Mission failed.
There we go,
Inconspicuously.
Do you
Boom,
use your inspiration point?
Goose does not speak, okay?
Oh. Do I want to use it? I don't think I use it for this.
Okay.
Because it normally
It
takes me a
is-
couple of weeks to recoup.
Yeah. I will say 10 is not enough.
Fair enough.
All right.
We can always do it next time, though. It'll be fine. Like, it's gonna be the same, probably.
Yeah.
Most.
You try as best as you can, and you write down everything from memory based on what Nana's saying. And Nana, as you look at what like Gerald's been taking down, it's like it's the right things, but they're in complete way off order.
And
Oh.
which is totally my fault, but you know, she's kind of
It's,
going.
I was
yes,
just taking
I'm-
it down verbatim, like including the oh wait, actually before
Yeah,
this,
like,
it's just a mess. Like
Oh, we'll workshop it.
Rudy, medicine check.
Yes. Yes. So after seeing this failed attempt at trying to like copy Nana's notes, Rudy has slipped in between the flailing hands and is putting a drop of lavender oil in the potion.
how dare you?
24.
What?
Do I?
24.
We gotta let him have it. It's gonna taste like lavender.
Was that a medicine check or a
That
sleight
was
of
a medicine
hand?
check.
Oh my
It's
god.
like
Sleight of hand for me to
I'd
not
say,
notice it.
Yeah, like the medicine
Damn.
check is to affect the creation of the potion, but
Oh.
I'd say do a sleight of hand for lavender oil as well. This is just a little extra.
Oh, but my deception's so much better.
It's like,
Nope.
I
This
know.
is sleight of
I
hand.
know. I know. Oh no!
Oh,
it's like as soon as you open the cork, everyone just smells lavender.
It just wafts out, and everyone's like, "Oh, Rudy, no!"
What are you doing?
I was just
No. I picked up the wrong jar. This is lavender oil. I meant to get the wolfsbane. I'm
course.
sorry.
Oh,
Man.
yes.
Force
My
of
mistake.
force of habit, I'm sure, Rudy.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And Goose wanted to help as well. Is there any way you can think of to have Goose help out?
Goose could totally stir it. When it needs stirring.
Goose very good at stirring.
Stirring.
Goose
Goose
would
is
actually
great
like
at
to make a
stirring.
recommendation on the flavor because we were all talking about like our hatred for lavender now.
Oh my god,
Yes,
are you gonna
goose-
suggest gooseberries?
Because you know Gerald was really wishy-washy on the flavor, and Nana could use some flavor guidance because she loves loves that.
Or just be like the cocktail shaker?
Yes. Your drink, madam. Oh, maybe something like maybe marigolds. My mother used to drink a lot of marigold tea. Back when I was younger. It's a little bit bitter, but she said it was very good for the stomach and overall well-being.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Gerald does have such a weak stomach. Let's add some.
And Gerald, if you have any worms, they'll clear them right out.
Oh, maybe you should make a double batch for this one. Then.
Why would we need a double batch? I don't know what the...
No reason.
But how do we want Goose to help? Or are you just like spitballing ideas?
I think, well, he would be spitballing a flavor, which would be great, because it's from his childhood. I was initially going to say stirring, because he did stir the pot for me as well.
I'd say you can make a constitution save to just like sit and just like keep stirring essentially for almost hours on end.
Keeping
just,
it
like,
perfectly even
pace.
pace.
Everything.
It's so
It's
sore.
like now Gusa needs to be perfectly even stirring rate.
Go into a rage. and
Endurance.
just-
Rage stirring.
17 is enough. And before we go to break, then we'll have Nana do the final roll again.
Oh my god, I'm so
It's
sorry.
a wisdom plus your proficiency.
Okay, so my wisdom's already
And can
plus
someone
2, and
tell me what is the proficiency bonus? Have you gotten to 3 yet, or are you still on 2?
Proficiency plus 3, yes.
So
Oh yes, sorry, it is plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever you roll on your wisdom
plus
check,
a 3,
plus
yeah.
3.
Oh my god, it was an 18 again. I hate my life.
These digital
Having
dice
those
are trolling
die.
you. Oh, Nana.
Oh no.
I hate that you can see
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
seeing as I flubbed mine and I didn't use my inspiration, I'm going to at this point give my inspiration to Nana.
No, it's gonna take you
And
weeks.
no. This is what
If I
Gerald's
fuck it
doing.
up again?
This is what Gerald's doing. He's giving you that inspiration. He's like, he sees you about to make that final little thing, and like your hand shakes a little bit, and Gerald's like, cast Mage Hand, and just supports your wrist as you're like pouring out that last ingredient.
Oh god, what if I fuck it up again?
You got this. We believe in you.
Believe in you,
I
Nana.
mean, it can't get worse.
It's an 18!
Ah, yes!
Yay!
23! You get
Yeah.
special
Now I
things.
want you.
Maybe.
Now I want you to flip a coin
Ooh.
like- or something.
Wait, who has coins
or-
anymore? What the
Oh, no,
hell?
no, I
I
have coins.
always
I have
have
coins.
coins.
I have coins. Actually, no, I have one right over here.
Hey.
Hold up.
I don't think I've held an actual coin in like at least 6 months.
I found some random coins at the bottom of my knick-knack barrel. Knick-knack
Is
bowl.
coin. Is coin.
Is coin.
Last time I did this, it went straight in my coffee, so that's gonna be great.
Okay, don't do that.
So what do
Just
you
use it.
like? Flip it and then
I'll-
however it lands.
Medley.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
for it.
Just is heads.
Is heads. The healing potion you can try. We'll add, like, if you can't figure it out, we'll add one. It's a special healing potion. We'll add to your inventory with a little asterisk. It heals 2d4 plus 4, so it's 2 extra points of healing.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right.
Excellent.
Well, that's gonna go into Gerald's inventory because
Thank you so
is
much,
the one
Nana.
who funded it.
Okay, then if you can figure it out,
We'll
Roger,
figure out
you
how to
can
put
add
it
the
in, yeah.
little
But I'll just write it down for
potion
now.
and just like
I
you
think
can
I
add extra
can-
notes. Just
I think I can edit it. Yeah, should be fine.
yeah, you can. So just make it say that it gives 2d4 plus 4 instead of 2d2 plus 2.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Sweet.
Like 2d4 plus.
Thank you so much, Nana. This smells delicious.
Oh, I hope it helps. Thank you for your little Well,
And we'll go to another quick break because I need to go to the bathroom.
I drank like this whole thing of water. Someone be happy with me. Like all that. Look at that.
Wow.
Very
I'm
nice.
proud
Well
of you.
done.
Drinking water.
Hmm.
Anyone drinking water? I'm proud of you.
On that
Speaking of
note,
which, I do
I'll
need
also
to
run to the little
refill.
Froze room.
I shall be back.
Is anyone staying here?
I'm probably gonna take this opportunity to visit the loo as well. So
It looks like everyone is going. So,
yeah, I never need
what
to
I'm-
go on the first break, but always the second break.
yeah. All right, I'm going to take my guys to a BRB. So, my guys, enjoy your BRB.
I am gonna do no such thing, and you can just stare at these screens wistfully, longingly, as we abandon you. But no, we'll be back, so don't worry. It's not abandoned. It's just we'll be back soon, so soon. You won't even know we're gone, but you'll know we're gone because we won't be here. And now I'm going too. All right, I'm doing that now. Once I stop talking, which will happen in just a moment.
What'd I miss? I think I missed something. I just see Roju just wheeling off screen. This is fine. Okay. So how is everybody doing tonight? I'll pop over into the various chats. So I'm chucking extra hydration in on there. There we go. Who can I send a hydrate to? There we go. A hydrate for you. Oh, thank you, Dice Queen. Oh, it was Josie as well. Like, it was both of us. She was the head in all of in most of working on the titles and everything. I just was a bit of an advisor. But I'm really happy with how they turned out. I reckon they look great. Hello, Orb.
Oh, hello. Thank you for the drink.
No worries. I forgot to turn my camera back on. There we go.
You did forget to do that.
I'll just pop it over into all the chats, see how everyone's doing.
Yes, yes, yes. We are doing quite well over in the orb land.
The excellent. Festa, thank you for the hydrate as well. I was going over and getting everyone to hydrate too. Delicious. Thank you, Festa, for the hydrate.
Yeah, I was not ready for Josie's backstory moment for me. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, quick, gotta make up something real quick.
Because I'm like, I haven't done anything young like that stuff. So I was like, ugh.
No, but that works out great. We can definitely workshop that.
Sweet.
No, that's actually pretty great.
I think it's
I
pretty
might-
interesting what you came up with.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
interesting.
It gives me a good idea for some things.
And I have seen campaigns where people start off with a completely blank slate when it comes to their backstory, but
Oh,
then
no.
throughout the campaign, they develop their backstory over, like, just adding bits and pieces here and there with improv.
Yeah, yeah. I
They just last week they had the campaign wrap up for Critical Role Campaign 2, and they also mentioned like sometimes you just make things up on the fly in game and you start working backwards how that fits into your backstory.
Mm.
Like
Like I
you
did that
find
with
like
the-
small
Yeah.
things, like small quirks and things for your character that you're like, this feels right, and then you'll just in your head you'll just start like inserting it into the backstory.
Like
which-
Ozzy with his hand washing.
Wait, what? With my what?
what the hell?
With your hand
bro?
washing, you know how you kind of fit that into the backstory.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I
Hello.
only half heard that.
Yeah, wow. Imagine not listening to us.
Well, imagine
I return.
explaining to
Imagine-
the newcomers in chat who our party is. You know. Also, imagine being in focus too. There we go. That's better.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
I also I found I had a thought of Arthur's
Okay, what's your thought?
remedy on seasickness.
Good conversation.
Yes, good conversation and other stuff.
And a little bit of whiskey.
Drinking. What is this other stuff that you're saying with a cheeky grin though? Because I remember Madam
Madam
Tusk.
Tusk isn't here.
I remember Madam
Well,
Tusk, but the captain is Ozzy.
The captain is, and he has.
Captain
And
is.
I just want to note, Josie said particular detail was on the bed, like this was a setup. So
Setup.
just
Yes. It's a beautiful bed.
Opposites was just saying small quirks. This group does no small quirks.
No.
No quirks are small. Shit.
Roji, did you fix a special potion into your inventory?
Oh no, I went to the toilet, but I will do
Roju, I
that
like
now.
your shirt, but
Thank you.
also it's sad.
See,
What does it
What?
say? Oh,
Oh.
you disappeared.
I'm
doing my best.
No, that's a big mood.
Yeah.
That's a bug mood. That's a bug.
Hell of a move.
absolutely.
Buggest
Yeah.
of moods.
Little dino.
Anything out of game anyone wants to mention? Otherwise, I guess we'll just hop back into it.
Oh yeah, no, I have to mention that my cat has been disgustingly cute. So she keeps tucking herself into bed, like at 7 p.m. and it's just and then she sleeps like on my spot and rests her head on my
Pictures?
pillow.
I'm going to need pictures.
I will get
Same.
some pictures. Yes. She's just it's disgusting. Disgusting. She's so cute. I hate it. Just kidding. I love it.
Speaking of, I came back over our conversation before about like, the beans are fresh for picking.
We might need to give some context.
Oh right, yeah. So there was a
I-
TikTok that was going around a little bit. That was just like this cat just like hanging up on a tall perch, and the person recording was just like, yes, fresh beans for the picking, and just like goes to play with the cat's toe beans.
And he like takes them away. He's like, "Give me those beans!" It's like this old man's voice. And so I sent one back to Denny when Siri was doing the same thing, and I was like, "Oh yes, the beans are right." And
Right
Yeah.
for the picking.
right for the picking. And now everyone knows that I've done that, so it's fine.
But if nothing else, let's get back to. You've been on this ship now for near a week. But you start to get into the grooves, you know how it works. The crew, they're chatting in the evenings. Sometimes they play music. You have plenty conversation if you'd like with them. The captain, when he's not steering the ship, seems to be in his quarters, and they're just moving about. Really, seem to like do their thing. Like they seem to know how to keep busy on the ocean. They do like a lot of fishing. Some of them seem to do. There's even like at one point they someone seems to spot like a school of fish, and they actually bring out what looks like a net and just like starts dragging it behind the boat.
Oh, Bruce would be very interested
they-
in that. He's like very
and they
landlocked,
get,
so
like-
he'd be interested in any kind of fishing stuff.
Yeah, they seem to have a thing where they stand on either side of like what's it called, like the aft, I think, like the raised back part of a ship, and they pretty much like on other opposite ends, like two people on either side, they'll throw in a net, but they're holding like all four corners, so it like almost opens up, and then just scoops in the water. They pull up and they get like a dozen or so fish, and Harkin and Elena start getting to preparing, and that night you eat like a lot. There's a lot of food.
Oh, the fish! I swear, I'm gonna have salmon for dessert.
Goose,
Hom nom nom nom
Rudy, Goose, I challenge you to a fish eating competition.
Oh, you're on! You're on!
Oh my god.
Hey, Gray.
Alright.
Thanks so much for the follow. And I hope you're enjoying
Really
Okay,
the,
so
Yeah.
you want to set
the
up a
game tonight.
competition? There's like
Yes.
as you're doing this, a bunch of the crew they like get closer to have a look. And they're like,
They see this small man against a really
Yeah.
big
Yep,
man preparing
yep,
to
yep.
eat all this fish.
Yep.
really,
Oh my
really?
God.
They're like, they're just like, someone is like, do you want to place a bet? And another one is like, no, we lost money on these people.
Oh, damn.
It's like there's like a few people who are almost, and then someone is like, you see Benny, the quartermaster, like whenever someone tries to like show some money, he's just like crosses his arms and just.
Rudy's doing it because he's going stir crazy on the ship. More than anything else. Alrighty.
But I'd like if you both start shoving food down your gullets, just like start eating. I'd say both of you make a Constitution save, and it's a best out of 3 situation.
Nice.
Alright.
Constitution. Saving throw.
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
That's a good start.
Ooh.
That's a good start.
Good
That's
start.
a good start, Rudy.
Oh, shit, it's on.
See, Rudy's got this good technique down where, like, he, you know, as he's lowering the fish into his mouth, he actually strips it with his fingers. Like, he actually knows his way through the bones, and, like, you know, it's like all in one go.
Yeah, Goose didn't have a technique going, and he's just like shoving bits of food in and not really
Eating the whole
chewing
thing,
it.
you just hear crunch from the bone.
Plus, you got a technique going
Oh
down.
my god.
But Rudy has so much confidence that there's no bone in the fish. He's just swallowing it whole. That's his technique right there.
Going full
Go ahead, make
pelican.
another.
Another roll.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
This is where Rudy chokes, literally. and
I want it to
figuratively.
be tied so that we know, or that we don't know, rather.
Oh, it is.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Rudy. While Goose is slowing down, like it's getting hard. You're having to chew a lot. This fish is like it's a bit chewier than you expected. But Rudy at the moment is just like choking on a fish bone.
Nana gives him a
And-
quick whack with this.
Final roll.
Oh no! This is closer than I thought it
This
was
one,
going to be.
this one does it.
Oh, Goosey! Yes!
After that, Rudy can't get back to it, and Goose wins by 3 fishes.
Oh, it was close.
Yeah.
It was close. It was a close
Still plenty
one.
of things.
But Rudy, you're still hungry.
Oh, absolutely. Like, he only lost because of the bone. He
Stuff you up,
triggered a
really.
gag
Yeah.
reflex, you know? Yeah.
Now, it's just for the rest of the night, he's eating like softer things that aren't gonna hurt his stomach as much.
Yeah.
A smashed potato or some soup.
Or more
Yeah,
fish.
and as your as your little food eating competition goes down, the sun is setting. You've also realized over the days it's getting less and less cold. It's still chilly, but you've all like been able to like take off your heavy furs, and you're now wearing pretty much like regular your normal clothes. Maybe one extra layer, but like nowhere near Arctic cold. It's like a chilly temperature, but it's not cold.
A
You
Goose would be glad to go
definitely-
down to just the bare feathers.
Yeah, and the crew is like, what is going
So
on?
much.
And there's definitely a moment.
He's like, ah, it's much more comfortable. You can finally feel the breeze for once.
Oh my god.
And I'll show you guys the new outfit that he has soon. Oh, well, you guys have seen it.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah, and there's a moment when you come up when you're just wearing the feathers, and the quartermaster Benny is like walking around like checking things, just looks over and says, "What's that supposed to be?
I'm sorry?
What are you doing? What's that supposed to be?"
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh no, he's got Goose started. Oh no, guys, run. He's gonna tell the story again.
Have I not tell you the story of the mighty dire goose?
You have not, no. And just like
I
leans
should
back.
tell you. Just grabs him around. He's like, oh, let me tell you the grand story of when I fought the giant beast that attacked my hometown.
I just imagine like
Really?
Goose is like leading Benny across the ship and then like grabbing more people as he goes. Like just
There's definitely there's like an actual like because there's not always a lot to do, and the people do at some point like form a group as you're telling the story. People come in and it's like, what's going on? And Benny will be like, apparently he killed a huge beast. They're like, what? How big was it? Goose, how big was it?
Oh, it was mighty, towering over the tallest buildings. And it wasn't just a one, no,
Goose,
trust me.
show them how big. Show them.
Would you like to see just how big it was?
Arthur's
all like,
last on. Show
yeah.
them. Show them.
Rudy elbows Sin and says, Watch this.
But first, let me set you the scene. The town was all quiet. Everyone had gone to sleep, and from the distance you hear the honk, and then another honk, many honks. All of a sudden, the sky was covered with birds everywhere, attacking everyone at once. Everyone was in a panic, and then from the distance, a mighty shadow came above the horizon, and above the city, you saw the dire goose towering upon everyone, eating everything that they could find. And let me show you exactly how big it was. And he gives the mighty honky honk and goes to giant mode.
And as you do this, the ship like tilts ever so slightly, like definitely shift away. And like the whole crew is just like taken aback in awe, like
this giant goose that gave the honk that you could hear from miles around. And let me tell you, it was quite a beast to behold. But that did not stop me. No, I took out my mighty axe and I felled the great beast with a mighty slash again and again until it was no more. And all the other geese fled from the town, and the city was saved. And now I wear the feathers upon me as a trophy and a sign to never mess with the goose. And upon that, he shrinks down to his normal size.
I was gonna say the end of the story was like booming, like woke everyone up.
there's definitely
Oh, not that happened yet.
Captain comes out of his cabin like, what is going on? What is this ruckus? It just sees you like shrinking again, like no. Just turns back around.
I refuse.
No.
You know what the captain's thinking? He should have charged us more.
Probably.
That's free
But
entertainment, though. You know?
They're like taken with the story. You get questions, like people ask for more details. They ask about your hometown, and there's
Malmarin is a lovely hometown. Kind of industrious. You get a lot of people coming through, looking to fix this and make that. Very busy, but still very homely, very family. You got real down to earth people living there. Let me tell you.
sounds nice.
You
Well,
walk through, you feel
can't
the
say
mud
I've been
between your
around.
feet, and it's just the smell of the earth from the ground and the woods. It's no matter how industrious it gets, it always has that homely village charm to it.
Can't say I've probably by now I've spent more time at sea than at land.
If you ever get a chance to, highly recommend it. Very humbling people.
I'll make a note. I'll make a note. And as you're telling this story, and this is one of the days throughout, this is just like a random day. And there's a point where Nen, the greenhorn, essentially just says, "What's that? What's that in? What is that?" And just points. And Benny walks, like, looks away from you, looks up into the water, walks up to the railing. You're kind of close, like standing on deck, and says, "Looks like a barrel marker. I mean, could be something there, but we're moving away fast. I don't think we..." Captain's asleep. Alana, She's like yells back. Yes. There's a marker. Do we stop and get it? No. We got a reputation. We gotta stick time. We left a day early. What's the big rush? No, we got the winds. We got the winds, not the captain winds. We gotta stick with the winds. We're moving. Unless any of y'all want to get in swimming and get it.
Oh, I could maybe get it for you. I don't know, how fast are bunyips?
I mean, you could probably get it. Like, it's just that they don't want to make a detour, but you're coming up on it.
Oh yeah. Oh, let Nana handle this.
Rudy elbows Sin again, going, "Watch this! Watch this!"
Oh.
And Sin is just like, "There's more? What?
Oh,
Wait,
there's
what
more.
now?"
There's more. Oh,
there's always more.
Let Nana find her fucking spell. That would be really cool if she could. Look, I'm gonna turn into a bunyip and I'll touch it when I find it. It'll be great.
Well, it's not a spell. Wild shaping is a feature, one of your druid abilities.
That would be why. No, I get it. Oh, it's probably just under my actions.
Or feats and features.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It should say wild shaping.
Yes. It doesn't let me touch it, though. That's fine.
We're
We
not
know what
combat,
you're
right?
attempting
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bunyip, guys. I don't have to roll for it, so it's fine.
No, you just happen.
I'm gonna be a bunyip.
Nana just walks up, climbs up on the railing.
Hold this
I'm
Rudy,
gonna be a bunyip.
go, or I will have your hands.
Wait, did you hand me the spoon?
I handed you the spoon, and you're not to let it go under
Rudy's
any
fucking
circumstances
terrified
until
to
I
let go
come
of it.
back.
Yes, Nana. Yes, yep. No, absolutely. I will not. Oh God, too much pressure.
Okay, bye.
And Sin is like, what's happening? What's going on?
Oh shit! I probably need the spoon. Nah,
No, you don't.
nah, it's fine.
I'm
Anyway, she just does this awesome swan dive, and then like balloons out into a freaking creature.
Yeah. So
yeah.
you just start swelling up. You grow this oily, sleek fur, and just these rows upon rows of sharp teeth that you strike down into the water as a bunny.
Nice. I'm sure she gives Sin a little cheeky many
And
rows.
Sin is definitely like up to the railing and just like this, like Pesty has to hold her as she's trying to like scramble all the way up, and he's like, no.
Rudy would help. Like Rudy's literally standing next to Pesty, but he's just like staring at the spoon in his hands.
It's Nana, what you see as you're coming up, there's a barrel bobbing in the water, and there's a rope tied around the barrel, and it goes down into the water.
Oh, is there time to dive, or are we just grabbing and running back?
It's up to you. What do you want to do? You
What can
could
I
roll
see
a perception
from?
check. Roll
Okay,
a
yeah,
perception check.
yeah. Let's see what I see from the surface first.
What can you see
roll
at the bottom of the deep blue sea?
Yes, exactly. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be a
A bunyip went to sea to see all it could see,
15.
15. You see. Actually, what you would see is tied up in rope, covered with what looks to be seaweed and growth of some kind. It's a humanoid shape.
Oh no, we gotta get it. Okay, is Nana's thought process. However, how far down would it be?
It looks to be 30 feet down. But you could definitely just grab the rope and start tugging it away. Like towards
That's what I
the
was
boat.
thinking. Yeah, I think I would grab the rope or the barrel, whichever one is easier in my teeth, and just bloop. Yeah, let's do it. I'm grabbing it. It's happening. This might be a mistake, guys, but it's happening.
You're grabbing it.
I'm
You're
grabbing it.
and you're pulling it back, and by the time you're like almost at the back of the ship, but there's you see one of the crew members come up, and they have like the really long stick with a hook at the end, and they're just like holding it down for you.
Oh, nice. And then I can probably, let's see, I have flippers, so I'll have to change back to Nana to grab it. But yeah, I will do that with my rope. And my
you
humanoid.
change back. You're like, you get a little bit wet. The rope, you attach the rope, and they start pulling. And after a while, like 2 or 3 more come up, and they start hoisting this. They get the rope up. They start pulling the rope. They get it up, and as they get it out of the water, it looks to be like it's a humanoid. It's fairly like waterlogged, decomposed. There's not a lot left.
Oh, I kind of thought maybe it would not be dead. Okay, that's
And they pull it up, and you just see, but like tied on, it's wearing like now completely waterlogged, almost useless, what looks to be like leather armor, but like strapped to the back is a shield. There's still like pouches and a backpack on. It's like this person was just like tied up and thrown in.
Jesus.
Oh. Nana looks at
How?
them and says,
Wait, it's the sea wolves!
It's a werewolf.
I said this just music.
I thought
It's a wave wolf.
bunyips, they don't always I'm sorry, this is a mess. I thought they were still alive.
No, it's all
Sorry
fine.
about
It's all fine. And Benny very quickly like ushers people away, and says, "First mate said it wasn't ours to find, so finders keepers. Crew, they brought it. Their stuff."
All right.
Oh,
I guess we'll go through the stuff then.
Sure. God,
And
this
you
is
you would
Skyrim?
see going through backpack.
I'm going to be searching with
There's-
Mage Hand, though I do not want to touch.
Yeah, that's fair.
As you're
Rudy
as you're,
dives in with his bare hands.
Yeah.
with
He's
your bare
useless.
hands, you
Yep.
find with your bare hands going for hands, you find a ring.
Another ring.
It is a ring.
Oh.
This one, however, it's just a plain band, but it looks like the inside of it has like some sort of inscription in a language I don't think you can read.
Oh. Hey,
What languages do you read?
Uh,
What languages do you know?
Rudy can read Common, Dwarvish, Goblin, and Halfling.
Then no.
Goose has Draconic.
Which
Gerald
could
has
help,
literally
but
everything.
It is Rudy who's holding the ring currently. So you find a ring. There's also like a fairly decent shield. It looks almost like a basic like a banded shield. Like it's circular. It's got like the metal like stapled brim with the boss on it, but it looks in pristine condition.
That's interesting for it staying in the ocean for so long.
I'm going to go ahead and ritual cast just detect magic, just so we can sort of do a quick sift
Yeah.
and separate magic from non-magic.
Yeah, and as you're going, you sit down and you start working, and the crew is like they're trying to keep a distance, but they're super curious as well. Going through the backpack. Okay, Orb. Orb, what are you doing?
What?
I've stopped.
What do you do?
As you're going through the backpack, inside you find what looks to be a case. It's almost like wooden case, also waterlogged, but it's like got a latch that's closed.
Oh.
And opening up that latch, you find a coin and a diamond. Small diamond.
Oh.
Itty bitty diamond.
A diamond,
Okay.
you say, Josie?
Yeah, I'm thinking the
diamond,
same
you
thing
say.
you are, I think.
Yeah, there was definitely an eyebrow pop there. May I have the diamond, guys?
Oh yes, all
Oh.
yours. I'm
You
Are
mentioned.
there any paperwork? Maybe a wallet? Who, so we know a name? No? Okay, no, we're just gonna steal their stuff. That's fine.
I believe you already mentioned the diamond requirements to us, did you not, Rudy?
I have, yes.
Yes.
So if any of you guys, not me because I obviously can't, but if any of you guys do happen to fall in battle, if I do happen to have a diamond on me, I might be able to bring you. Well,
Certainly.
back to life.
If this one is of sufficient worth, I mean, any of our lives is clearly more valuable than this diamond, so of course.
Oh, yes, definitely, most certainly.
Nana sees the hesitation, goes,
Nana will
Her
remember
spoon
this.
back.
Would Rudy know if the diamond is worth enough for the revivify spell, or?
I'd say it looks like if you had an identical one as well, then you'd be good.
Oh,
Mm.
one more. All right.
Whoa,
Wait, do we have one more?
we're halfway there. Whoa.
I only have
The spell. To
pearls.
reiterate, the spell requires diamonds to a total value of 300.
Oh, I see. Multiple.
So you got
It
one
can be
fitty.
one or multiple. It's just you need a total value
Yeah.
in
Okay.
diamonds.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
okay. So I need. Okay. It's not quite, but it is. Okay.
This one is
So
about. This one you'd gauge is about half of what you would need for such a
Okay.
thing.
Cool. All right. Well, actually,
Half's
hold
better
that
than
thought,
none.
guys. No one died. This is not quite enough.
Only half die.
Yeah. I can only half die.
oh, good.
But yes. We're
That's
we're
fine.
close.
Hold on to
We're
it.
close
Hold
to
on
getting
to it,
one
Rudy.
free death.
Well, let's not put it quite like
Great.
that. Yes. Because if you're the one that
You know,
dies,
it'd be
then that's
fascinating.
not really going
What
to
if you
help
see
us.
the other side? We can document it.
Let's steer. I don't know. Just no one's dying, and especially not me. So let's just move along.
We can
with that.
prevent it, of course. But if we can't, think of the learning.
Let's just focus on what's in front of us right now. Yes. I'm just gonna. Of course, I've got detect magic running. I just look through and look for any glowies.
Yeah. There's still that takes you still 10 minutes, so we're working.
Yes,
We're working
10
through what
minutes.
People find during
10
that
minutes to
time.
cast. Yeah.
You also find what looks to be 2 platinum coins.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a new thing.
That's crazy.
Mm.
actually.
that's nice.
You find 9 gold coins.
I hope you're writing all this down because I'm not.
I'm fixing up my stream because
I
apparently
just
it
realized
died.
that probably no one else is writing it down, so I'm writing it down.
It's 2
Oh, no, it's good
9.
now, Denny.
Okay.
I've got the
9.
diamond in mind.
So yeah, so 2 platinum, 9 gold. Yep.
2 platinum, 9 gold, 9 silver, and 5 copper.
Cool.
And the one weird, there's like the shield and the coin and the diamond.
Ring
Yeah.
shield.
There's
Which-
also in what looks to be a little like in like a leather pouch with just the stopper visible is what looks to be like a potion. Like you can open the pouch
Potion
and if you
vial.
like pull it out, it's a healing potion.
Ah, okay, cool.
So it's like just a little potion pouch.
Cool. And does it appear to be just a normal potion of healing?
Looks to be regular sized.
Cool.
Oh,
Did
and I
we-
don't need that. I just
There we
made
go.
one.
Did we check none of us can read the language in the ring just yet, but
Well, if
if
you haven't
flashing
mentioned it
around.
or asked anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. In that case, Rudy essentially just flicks the ring over to Gerald. Gerald, what do you make of this?
Oh,
What languages do you know like without any
yeah, without
extra
any
things?
extra effects, abyssal, common, and infernal.
Then no.
All right.
Through your studies, you would know that it is like runic inscription.
Mhm.
It's similar to rune, so it would be draconic. Is your like
Is my best guess. I think draconic probably. Do any of you speak that, or should I cast a spell and read it?
Oh,
I know it's funny.
Oh, so do I, but give it to Goose.
Ah.
Oh.
Draconic high five.
Itchy.
The draconic high get out.
And as you say that, there's like a, and you see the captain's just like standing looking at you.
Oh
All right.
god, wonder who else I know
Oh,
draconic.
dear.
Goose, can you could you read the inscription on this then?
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
could.
Hand him the ring.
I'll have a look at the ring.
Hand
What's
it
it say?
to Goose, and
Yeah.
and inside it says, it just says, to prevent from going below.
To prevent from going
Below.
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 Oh,
Sorry, I
Ah,
should have brought my glasses for this.
that's all right. I have my first thought is water walking, perhaps.
Well,
But
that
they
didn't
were-
work very well, did it?
No, Nana, I was about to say that they very clearly did drown. You can tell by the bloating in the just around here. And
But did they-
Okay,
Yes,
not
yeah.
all Goose is
Just
here.
about a
But
word
did
comes out of
they?
the
But
mouth.
did they sink, Rudy?
That's a good question. Are there any
They
rope
were below the
marks
surface.
or-
Yeah, so
The,
Nana.
the
no,
person
no,
is like
they were...
tied
yeah.
up.
Oh,
Like the body is like properly
this person was
tied up.
murdered.
Yes, Ruby.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm glad you know this.
Indubitably.
Come on, Rudy. I thought you
I
would
just
know
love this.
that.
This campaign is just turning into the show Bones.
Yes! It really is.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Wait, this person was murdered. Everyone's just like,
Mind you, like
What?
shocked
mind
Pikachu
you,
face.
you made like Rudy said that, but his like hands are like pressing into the stomach cavity to make like water like come out of his mouth,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Rudy's point earlier, and he's like,
Hmm.
oh,
You'd
and
expect that, but
Yeah.
like there's so little left.
yeah,
It's like
Mm-mm.
it's just like like slivers of meat on bone. There's no organs left. The face is pretty much gone.
oh, the fish.
Goose
have been
takes a
eating well.
massive step back.
Yeah.
Just imagine those pickles that you get in the pickle jars. And...
Don't ruin pickles for me!
What? I didn't ask to come here to not like pickles anymore. What?
Nothing could ruin pickles for me.
As
I hate this.
as detect magic goes off,
Yeah. Bing.
the shield and the ring.
I can see through time, but I can't actually. Just magic.
So yeah, you get a like
All right.
like a sensation from the shield and the ring.
Excellent. Well, I'll focus on them for a moment just to tell what school of magic.
The shield would be abjuration,
Ooh, okay. Yep.
and the ring I don't know off the top of my head, but I think similar.
Gotcha.
Abjuration or transmutation.
Oh, very good. Well, if you all don't, these two definitely magic, shield and ring. If you would
The shield
like,
is big. It's like almost like Hopland sized. It's
Oh,
it's
shit.
big.
oh, like a tower shield kind of a thing, or more like
Yeah,
a,
but it's circular. It's like those circular shields, like
Sweet.
Viking style.
Yeah, cool.
It's like the
What about
planks.
that-
It's been colored. It's got like the metal band keeping it all together.
Oh,
and then
okay,
there's a
yeah,
metal
yeah.
boss
Little
on the
metal-
center as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Gotcha.
Big round
Uh,
belly.
If you would like, I could take it'll take me about 22 minutes precisely without any rest, and I could tell you exactly what these are. Would you like me to identify these?
Oh yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
yes, we're
Hand-
very
hands-
curious.
Hands the ring back.
Oh, thank you.
Josie, you said there was just a singular coin. Is that just like a random gold or something? Or is it
No,
like
I
something...
said there was
There
2
is-
platinum,
yeah.
9 gold, 9 silver, 5 copper.
Oh no, sorry. You just
That's
said
right.
there was like one coin in with a diamond. Oh no, maybe that was the ring. I'm not sure.
Fat, nine,
I thought it was
Roughly
cool. I thought it
22
was
minutes
a collector
precisely.
edition. It's fine.
There's 2 platinum, 9 gold, 5 silver, and what was it?
I think you
I've
said
got it all
No,
written
it's
down.
coin
two,
as in
nine,
a group of...
Two,
Yeah.
nine,
Oh,
nine,
I've
five.
got
Got
it
it, guys.
Don't
Rudy's
worry.
got it.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
I've
I'll
got it
split
written
it.
down. I just thought since it wasn't an actual adjective, I was like, oh, maybe it's something special, but no.
But
No,
if you
that's
all
all right.
stick around, the crew is definitely curious, and they're like asking, like, "What did you find? What'd you find?" And the captain is like, also like, trying to not be curious, but definitely looking.
Oh, I think
Well-
Nana knows his go, oh, have a look. This is really... I don't know if she really cares too much about anything, but yeah,
Should
have
I?
a look. Feel free.
I mean, I could stay here on deck and do this for 22 minutes, or I can just take it downstairs and we can do it quietly.
But if you're rushed on time, I could take care of one
No,
of them in an
no.
instant.
No, this is no problem.
Oh, I I insist. I'm curious myself.
Oh, don't be
No,
rude,
no, no,
Gerald.
no. I couldn't possibly trouble you to waste your
No,
resources
no, no. I
like it is.
insist. I insist. It's
No, no, no. There's absolutely no need.
Gerald, I think he's insisting.
I think I am also insisting.
Can
Oh, no.
can Arthur grab the shield off?
Arthur, no grabbies, please. Not today.
He's still gonna attempt to grab it.
Aren't we still moving at speed? Shouldn't Arthur kind of be seasick?
He's trying to be brave.
Go back to vomiting over the edge, Arthur. I'm gonna take these down to my quarters
But
and we
I will
will.
be offering
and we will
my services
identify
if you
them.
don't want to.
I absolutely appreciate your offer. However, I'm more comfortable if I do it myself, because I'm incredibly paranoid.
I have an idea.
Fair.
Why don't you do it together? And Nana says it like it's not really an idea.
That's-
It's more of like a, I'll fucking kill you.
That's
Don't.
that's not how any of that works, Nana, I'm afraid.
No. Do you know how the spell works, Nana?
No, I just let him do it and then I cook.
It's one at a time. We
Why
cannot
don't
be
you
done
take
together.
turns? This is
No,
fantastic.
it's-
I love
No.
sharing.
Nana,
Look,
this
Gerald,
is thank
if
you.
you find anything interesting, feel
If-
free to let me know. I'm
Oh,
curious.
of course. Yes, I understand curiosity. Absolutely. I am more than happy to tell you all about it once I've figured it out, Karen. But you'll understand me wanting to, personally verify first. And all right, Goose,
then-
could you help me with the shield? It's a little heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
So
you.
Goose just picks up the shield with one hand.
Yeah, the sort of half takes Gerald with him. All right, let's go downstairs and then I'll, assuming we don't get interrupted, I'll spend the next 22 minutes identifying both pieces.
Rudy, I know we didn't ask for your
It's
lavender.
when you're just super quick. As Gerald, as you're passing by the stairs, first mate is standing like on the stairs as you're going down and says, "Stealing from the dead gives me bad juju." Just that's it. Just like
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that.
What's juju? Is that like a candy or something? Is it the fruits?
It's probably a fruit, Goose. Let's carry on.
Oh, I don't like bad fruits. Oh, they give you a stomach ache.
So what were you getting to, Nana?
I was going because Rudy's still around, yeah, because it's just Goose and everyone that's gone.
Rudy's looking at the bones with renewed interest.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
probably,
if you
yeah.
want, you can roll a medicine check to see if you can find out anything about how they died, who they were, like just
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
Nana was gonna ask Rudy. I'm not really sure if it would be appropriate to put him back, but seeing as we can't dig a hole on a ship, maybe that's our best option. Do you
we
think you could
dig
prepare?
a hole, but it would sink the ship, Nana.
It would, Rudy. I'm well aware that things from the ocean, when they go bad, they stink very much. Now I'm wondering if you can prepare some. I know we didn't want your lavender before, but I feel it would be very good in this situation.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I carry around the emergency dropper of lavender. Here, I got one right here. There we go.
Emergency dropper of lavender.
By the way, Rudy only rolled a 10 on the medicine check. So
It's too decomposed,
Yeah,
and
it's
it looks
gone.
like the nibble has gone to the bone. There's like very hard to tell much of anything at this point. I want to know what's Arthur doing. Arthur's has been very quiet. Are you just like feeling sick by the railing?
Yeah. We'll do that. Yep. He's gonna be sick.
Because as like heading down, the others heading down. If you're staying by the railing, the first mate, captain is taken over. First mate comes down towards you. You hear like the soft jingling of like fine chains and links. Just walks up and says, "You know, I used to get pretty sick, but Just like sees it and like smiles. Like you'll. It's if you just spend enough time at sea, you get over it. Like it's at first you start to work through it, and then you start ignoring it, and one day it's just gone.
How long did it take for you?
I don't know if we should compare. Where I come from, things are horrible. This isn't too bad. The rocking was a bit awful. The wind, not as bad as home. I'll tell you, the wind at home is way worse. But I don't know, a few weeks.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, well, hopefully I'll get over it pretty soon.
Yeah. I saw you talking to the captain. What was that about?
Oh, just well, just wanted to know if he had any remedies about seasickness as well. But you were actually mentioned.
Yeah.
Just you look very interesting, and I'd like to know more about you.
I'm sure you do. And she turns over and leans like with elbows and back on the railing and says, you know, there's different places out there, just like gestures towards the sky, like beyond what we can see.
Arthur's gonna do the same thing, but sort of, puts
Like,
his arm touching hers.
Like, you know how, like when you're at sea, people talk about sometimes you can see a different world beyond the surface, like there's something else down there.
Yeah, right.
Some people say like when you're deep underground, it feels like you're in a different world.
Yeah, definitely. I can probably understand that feeling. Yeah.
Where I come from, everything's dark. Everything is twisted. Everything is painful.
Oh no.
And there's like a tentative like rubbing of the wrist, and you hear like the chains. Yeah. It made it here though.
And
So
you
lot
obviously love it
nicer.
out of you. You obviously love it out of you.
Yeah. You I don't think you'd believe me, but I'd never seen the sun before I came here.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
that's very. What other chains, if you don't mind me asking? Like, are you able to take them off?
I mean, you could try. Holds out her hand, and you can see the chains actually seem to be coming out of the skin.
I know. Oh, wow. Well, is that what happened to you? Someone put them there?
No, born with them.
Oh, wow.
And just like moves her hands through the hair, and you hear like the jingle, like the faint noise of like light metals against metal. It says, "I even tried cutting it once, but it actually grows."
Wow. In the moonlight, it looks very gorgeous.
Thank you. You know, it gets strange to say. I get homesick sometimes.
Well, what
Like
do you miss
sometimes
from
on
home?
days, you know, sometimes on the brightest of days, I just feel like it's a bit much.
Hmm.
Like at night, like the starry sky, it's familiar. It feels like that's what the sky is supposed to look like.
Yeah, right. And
And then just like taps your shoulder. Good talk. And just walks away.
Oh.
And Arthur he's gonna look over the rail and just look at the moon reflection.
Yeah,
from
there's like
from
the
the
waves
water.
are coming through, but every now and then you get like a clear image of the night sky. Below deck, identifying these items. You do find out the ring is a ring of water walking.
Got
Really
it.
didn't help him.
Gerald's quite
That's
pleased with
pretty
himself.
ironic.
And you find out that the shield
Hmm.
is a shield of a shield of. It's called you. You don't get like a name because the spell doesn't identify. Doesn't actually tell you the name. It tells you the effect. The shield. It seems to lessen the impact of like ranged weapon attacks. Like essentially, it comes with attunement. One attuned. You have resistance against ranged weapon attack damage.
Nice.
Like things that are thrown or shot against you, like weapons. You have resistance against the damage.
Nice.
None of us
All right.
really utilizes a shield, though. I'm pretty sure.
Because I can use it. I
Oh,
use
can
it.
you?
I'm pretty sure that Rudy has a shield.
Clerics are traditional shield wielders.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But Rudy's always not. Rudy's. I've always envisioned Rudy with the mace in one hand and his holy symbol in the other, and now that's the
Yeah.
glove. So he's always been like just one-handing the mace.
But I
I've
think if
never
you check your equipment, there's a shield in
You'll
there
probably
that's
have a
also
shield.
equipped.
Actually, Nana also has a shield, but she doesn't
You
pull it
actually
out
do.
because it's like in the bag of holding. She's like, whatever.
There's
doesn't need it.
actually a fucking shield on Rudy. I'm gonna like.
Oh, yeah. I know for sure Nana has one.
Is it equipped?
Hang on. Oh goddamn, it is too.
Nice.
He's
Do
like,
you know what's scary? Do you know what's scary?
What?
Try looking at your AC if you unequip it.
yeah, if you take off that shield.
Oh.
So,
yeah. Rudy's
so
using
do
the
you
shield.
so do you wear shields, Rudy?
Rudy's using the shield. Rudy's using a shield.
But yeah, it's a ring of water walking. So if anyone wants to grab that, that's up
Cool.
to the team. And
I know,
a
water walk.
shield of ranged resistance.
Okay.
And it's too big for me.
Shield of ranged. Oh, is there a custom for that?
I
or
think
no?
I think it is shield of like there isn't like an actual item.
Oh, okay.
So there's like just don't have a name for it.
No problems. Is there a custom item I could? Oh, you don't have a homebrew
No,
for this
I'll
one.
figure it out. If
Okay.
whoever says they want to grab it,
I
I'll
presume.
I'll
Seeing as I always see Rudy with a shield on his arm, I'll probably give it to him. So,
Like, why are you giving this to me, Jared? I don't use that. What should I do?
Or we'll just look at it like,
well, the it's like, how did this get on me? Get it off! Get it off! All
I
right,
just
so
thought it was a very big bracelet.
I'll return to the party and I'll be like, all right, these are quite neat. Of course, like when he says that he brings the back up, it's actually he brings the ring and Goose carries the shield. So he's gonna be
I
like,
assumed everyone except for Arthur like tagged along. Down.
oh, if that's the case, if everyone's already downstairs, I'll be like, excellent.
Wait, we just left the body up on there?
oh, we were with the
I
body.
think Nana and Rudy were gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're down here, go. So ring of water walking, called it, and shield of. It seems to have a protection, some sort of protection magic on it, which will make you more resistant to ranged attacks. And Rudy, seeing as you are always just attached to that shield, this could be a good magical replacement.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I honestly, I kind of just forgotten that this thing exists. It's just always been attached.
It's just it's because it's such a part of you. It's
I know. In fact,
can we really split the Rudy magic hands from a shield? Like, is it the same thing? But here, look, this one will be a good upgrade, I think.
I mean, an upgrade, yes, but also a bit of a size jump. Like this is huge.
Well, I mean, you're not wearing any small shield in the first place.
As you're having this conversation, Alana Sujura is doing like the come hither finger towards Arthur. She's standing up at the helm, like, but she's like,
damn.
she's doing it like playfully, like, come here, come here.
Oh.
Arthur, don't vomit on her, Arthur.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to like a string of Constitution checks.
Arthur's doing some deep breathing. He's looking at the horizon. He's doing all the things that he knows helps, and he's going with a smirk on his file.
As you go up,
nice.
as the others are like talking about these items, you make your way up, and as you get there, she says, "Do you want to know what else helps?"
Sure.
And she like lets go of the helm and gestures for you to take it.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Arthur's jaw.
We're all gonna sink, guys.
his jaw just drops, and he sort of just. Yes, that's the
You
sound
grab
he's
hold.
right there. He's making the E sound.
And that's where we're gonna end. For this stream.
What? It's
Lovely
10:30
end.
already? Ah.
Yeah.
We
Time.
did
Man.
spend like 2 hours sorting out breakfast, I'm pretty sure. So
Those eggs are important, okay?
Super important.
It
Also,
was- Honestly, it's just a throwaway because I just love the line from Sinbad, like cucumbers and eggs. Like that's all they eat.
Oh. Yeah. Bloody hell. I gotta watch Sinbad again. That's another movie I haven't watched in ages.
okay,
It's good. It's
I'm
good.
like-
But yeah.
I'm like legit not playing this up. Completely had no idea Rudy was wearing a shield this whole fucking time. Like,
Okay,
legit.
but to be fair, last week I couldn't remember that I actually have the same spell as you. So...
Yes.
Well, that's different. That's
This is
different. 'Cause,
fine.
like as clerics and druids, you have access to all the spells.
Hmm.
Oh, true.
This
Okay.
is something that's
Like,
literally
yeah.
attached to my arm.
It's true. Feel bad then,
Yeah.
ha!
yeah, take that. Also, as far as the cash divvying up, just at the end to finish this off, Gerald will go around and hand each of you 5 gold and 99 coppers.
So 5 gold and 99 copper.
Yeah.
And you sorted out the diamond and the ring.
Rudy's
and-
got the diamond.
Oh, he's got the healing potion.
Oh yes, whoever
Yeah,
wants
there
the
was-
healing potion
don't
can
need
take
it.
that because I don't need it now.
Goose or Arthur, you didn't get one from me, so. Who needs
Do
one?
either of you
Who
have
wants one?
Goose already has
potions
a healing
already?
potion.
No, he's
I
got
think
a
Stalking
potion
the
of
barbarian
climbing.
is still the.
Oh yeah, all right.
Stalking the
Goose,
barbarian might still be.
yeah,
a good choice.
Goose, you take the potion of healing,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
and yes, and the shield will absolutely go to Rudy.
A
Who
side
wants the
question.
And the ring doesn't require attunement, so anyone can sort of use this at a moment's notice. Who would like to hold on to it? I
Well,
don't
it's
feel
true
that,
that
or Gerald will say like, I don't feel that I necessarily need this. So one of you can do this.
I honestly think like Arthur could need it because like
Yeah.
I can imagine like us being in combat and Arthur very easily falling in water. So maybe having a ring of water walking might
And
be
I'll say
helpful.
if Arthur puts on the ring, it seems to help with the seasickness.
Oh, then we're absolutely giving it to Arthur.
All right.
Um,
Yeah.
Excellent, yes.
Yeah, so Gerald will come back on it again and go, Arthur, wear this for me. It's another scientific test, or
Definitely.
it's another Arcanum test. Yes.
As soon as you put it on, it's like the rocking of the boat. It's still there, but it's like you all of a sudden know how to like relax and tense your knees to make sure that you keep steady along with the ship.
Hey, nice.
There you go. So
Right,
add a
that's
ring
awesome.
of water walking,
Yeah.
and I'll remove it from
And
mine.
do we have any questions from players from chat?
Across all
Yeah.
the chats, any questions for
If anyone
us?
we have a little
Any-
Q&A at the end of every night. So if any of you have any questions for our dungeon mistress, for any of us as players or as characters, feel free to shoot them our way, and we will answer them as best as we can.
I've got a quick question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Just as an orb thing, as a ranger, because I know some DMs are different on this. If he carries a shield and equips it, is he still able to use his bow or no?
No, because the bow requires two-handed, and it's not like a shield that you just strap on. You have to hold it.
Okay. Yep. No, that's alright. No, like I said,
So
some DMs.
but you also you do have the sword, so you could definitely have like kits where you got like the shield and sword, and then you swap to the bow. But Balby's asking what's a bunyip, and I've been told like in Australia a bunyip is a terrifying thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But since this is a reskinned campaign from originally Pathfinder, and in Pathfinder, bunyips are essentially massive seals with shark teeth.
Whereas a bunyip in
It's
Australia is like
yeah.
this great swamp
like a
monster, basically.
Bigfoot. Oh, it's not?
Oh, it's like a
It's
Bigfoot, but it lives in like
But
the
it's a
swamps
cryptid.
and the billabongs.
Yeah.
Fun. That's fun.
Oh, we have a question. Hidden Ape Voided Monkeys asking, what is the recommended ship in the party? And,
The
You know,
recommended
decided-
ship?
I knew as soon as your eyes lit up, Josie, I knew exactly what the
Arthur
question
Rudy,
was.
for sure.
Arthur and Rudy.
Arthur and Rudy is
Even
what
Arthur
we're
is
looking
saying
for.
Arthur and Rudy.
We're doing actually a bit of concept art. When we say we,
Wait, hang on.
This.
Hold on.
Um,
Hold on.
um,
First I've heard of this.
Where'd Denny go?
you've
Denny,
seen
you okay?
it.
Oh,
You've
you mean
seen it.
that? Oh, you mean that?
Sorry, I do have to
and
run
in-
away for a second. I will be right back.
And in
Okay.
sorry, and in that, there's a very cute photo or drawing of the relationship in the game that would have Rudy and Arthur.
Wait, there's
in-
fan art?
I've been building this
No,
ship
it's not
for
fan
7
art.
months.
It's Denny's sort of.
7 months
God damn. I
of
just-
fueling the
No.
flames of
I know.
chat.
No, oh my god.
I love it.
See,
It's-
what hurts is I got Noctia in my chat going for sure. Like that is.
That's the ship. It's the ship.
It's the ship. It's endorsed by the wife. It's the ship. There you
Well,
go.
It's the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
We also have the question from Dice Queen Tonis. If everyone real quick wants to give like not like a huge description, but maybe like what's your favorite moment of the campaign so far? Like it doesn't have to be for your character. What's been a moment that's like really you just remember
Has
vividly?
really stood out.
Look, I'll go first because it's the obvious, and it is a Rudy one. Rudy accepting the deity that is essentially the big, well, the big bads are utilizing the same deity that Rudy is now currently using, and that moment of discovering that that is the choice he accidentally made. That moment has pretty much defined the entire campaign for me and the character I'm playing. So it's kind of obvious, that one.
I will say as like the DM of the game, I love how you've been playing it. Like I don't know
Thank
the change in Rudy, because it doesn't feel like he's changed a lot, but it's still a lot, but he hasn't changed a lot.
Yeah, he's still Rudy. Like he's not a different person. He's still Rudy. It's just
It's
Through a
more-
slightly
You found a great-
different
You found
lens,
a
perhaps?
great way of just like turning ever so slightly, so like it is a huge change, but you barely changed.
And it's I think what helped was that the backstory actually lent itself really
It's-
easily to it. Like it's like the whole backstory of that he literally prepared the dead for the his childhood. It just allows him to slip into the grave domain so easily. Unintentional. It's just how it's ended up.
Anyone else?
Ooh.
Like a standout or favorite moment of the
Madam
campaign.
Task.
Um,
Task.
Getting laid.
Adam Tusk.
Look,
Are you going with getting laid?
Yeah, that
look,
is
I
100%.
thought Arthur was just gonna get rebuffed every single goddamn
I
time.
was hoping.
And that he would have no chance. Like he's just hopelessly not good at any of that. The fact that Madam Tusk left such a thing on him, like
Yeah, and I was at first I was like she sees herself having like class. She was an establishment. You're not like pretty charming in game. Why? It's more like a child stumbling kind of charming. It's not like a flirty kind of charming.
Josie,
at
why are
the
you
same
calling me
time-
out like this?
But at the same time, you're like way away from civilization, like the mainland. You're in like this isolated place, far away from a lot of things. And she'd be like, "I've never had an elf." Like she was just.
That's
So
She
just
wanted to
confirm
tick
that
that
it's
one off.
canon that she lowered her standards for art.
She genuinely did it for like
Hey,
sex
I've
bingo.
done an elf. I've
Sex
done an elf.
bingo, yeah.
Sex bingo!
There you go. Wow.
Like bragging
Wow.
rights, being able to say like I've done it with an elf.
Yeah.
Done. I
I've
love
done it
it.
with a shelf. I've
No,
done it
'cause
with
in my
a...
brain I was just like, because I knew what you were going for as soon as you walked up to her, and I was just like, how would she react
Yeah.
and why? And it was just like, no, she'd probably go for it because it's like, it's still deeply rooted in this world that like elves
Yeah,
are
it was
like.
deeply rooted.
And so yeah, But-
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I think I've really liked the moments where we've sort of like wrapped up with our guests because they feel really cozy. Like when we wrapped up with Glitch and we all had like the Christmas like holiday Winter's Day party and like we're throwing snowballs and stuff. And then like when we wrapped up with Gouda and she just teleported, like George is just gone, and then but with the like it sort of wraps up their stories but also leaves it open for more, which I think is really fun. And also obviously the twig blight, because twig blight.
What were Roju or Gerald? Favorite
Yeah.
moment?
Oh gosh, I've got a few. Like the funniest moment that stood out for me was absolutely casting Tiny Hut in the middle of an inn. It's just inconveniencing everyone. That tickled me, Roju, like to no end. That was definitely the most the funniest moment for me. I think is like besides that the most memorable. Oh gosh, there's so many that like stick out. I don't know quite which one to pick. I think in recent memory, I gotta say it's gotta be either discovering that there's a huge undead army marching. that stuck in my memory, or the whole the whole like, what was the name of it again? The divine
oh yeah,
census or
the divine petition.
petition, yes. That whole thing was really cool and interesting, and I still have so many questions about it. And oh gosh, and also just like what happened to Lena, like that was like so surprising that they screwed them over like that. Yeah, those are probably the standout, like in recent history anyway, moments that I think of when I think of this game. How about you, Goosey?
Yeah, Denny, did you hear the question? Like, if you have
no,
any
sorry.
if you have any favorite or standout moments in the campaign so far, like something that you really remember.
I think just going back to the one show, especially like seeing what's his name? Sorry, the frost dragon.
Chigor.
Oh, yeah.
Chigor,
Chigor.
yeah, seeing Chigor for the first time, and the battle after that was really cool. And then like finding out afterwards, just flying off like that, I've just got so many questions. That's been on the back of my mind for a while. And yeah, entering the mine and that fight in particular has been on my mind a lot as well. Like for a good thing, because it's like it was a good opportunity to kind of explore Daskus, like the side of himself that he can't control. And I'm looking forward to exploring that later on as well, especially seeing how the roles go. So I think those are the my standout moments, the ones where it's like, kind of testing Goose's character.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stop naming the sessions because you never get to it. Like I named Southport today because I thought we'd get to Southport, but no.
Yeah.
Nice try,
Nope.
Josie.
So when we do the VODs, we go Southport, in brackets, lol, JK, fish eating.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Oh, no.
It'll just be, yeah. What is
Yeah.
it?
Any more questions? Anyone? Anywhere?
Oh, what was the question before I ran off? Or was that the question in particular?
That was the
That
question.
was one
that
question.
was-
There was also Hidden Ape Voided Monkey asked, which characters do we ship?
Oh, right. Oh, I'm sure you guys had plenty of talk about Arthur and Rudy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, another moment just on the top of my head was the first time Arthur used his bow. And the group reaction.
Well,
The
like
group
what,
reaction.
3-4 sessions ago, was it?
Oh, it's like,
time.
how amazing. Because it only came out when we fought that thing in the cave, really. And then you guys were like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
always.
was like Arthur was like, "Oh shit, this is actually serious now." Oh wait, we're not playing. Oh, okay. Boop.
Slaughtering the
What do we do
shark.
now?
Again.
Like, what the hell?
That was actually a pretty good moment.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Because you guys were just like, hang on,
Couldn't believe it.
you're actually good at something?
You actually
Yeah.
fired the bow?
That's because I always believed you were good at stuff. You just showed it off this time.
Yeah, Danny
That's
doesn't
Yeah,
believe, but
I feel like the entire party knows that you're good at stuff. It's just they're constantly waiting for you to do any of those things.
Remember when Nana turned into a tiny Rudy and like jumped on?
Oh my god, I
It's just-
forgot
no, we
about
just-
that.
No. Oh my god.
And the bloody mammoth just ignored you because Lena was holding it. You were just running off as a mini Rudy for no fucking reason. You didn't tell anyone else the
couldn't
plan.
work.
No. Woo!
Here we go!
We've had some good ones. We've definitely had some good ones.
So I suppose, and with Rudy's jump in the mines, like I think everybody has a little inner Arthur Orbler just waiting to
Oh,
come out.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Like,
there's,
Yeah, how was that? I'm her new favorite, and we were like, oh
Oh,
damn!
shit,
Oh,
yeah.
no. There's
Yeah.
and
plenty
then
of
a
it.
failed jump, and then almost gets knocked
I just-
out, not killed.
It was fine.
I love the fact that we got like a start of everything. Gerald was like slightly afraid, slightly paranoid, and you just find like a circlet of intellect, slap it on his head, and all of a sudden he's just like, everything can kill me.
I forgot he's still wearing that.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
I thought I knew
I,
everything that could kill me. No, it's even worse!
2020 hindsight, we probably shouldn't have given him that.
No, we shouldn't.
We should have been like, no, we're actually gonna give this to Goose.
You see Goose with like a monocle and sipping tea. 19 intelligence barbarian.
Like, we've already established that Goose already has like super high intelligence.
Yeah.
Higher than mine.
It just doesn't come out often.
Goose
Oh,
is a smart
presents
boy.
in other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again, the decapitation Goose did was
Oh, yeah.
on point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. It really feels like we've been playing like 25 episodes, 7 months. Like if you take 25 times the 3 hours,
Yeah.
that's 9. Isn't that like 75 hours we've been playing?
We should do like a 100-hour celebration.
Ooh.
We should find out when that is.
Yeah.
That'll be halfway between now and 50, right? Oh, we might hit it.
It will be no, because everything is divided by 3 because it's 3-hour episodes.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be mid episode.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Like the
That's
thing
okay.
is,
I
though,
mean, let's do it.
Yeah,
But,
episode
I mean, we're
33.333333333.
we're slowly coming to, like, I don't know, compared to episode 1, like if you go back way episode 1, look at this. Just
Oh my
look
god,
at
I'm
this.
gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go check the VOD.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Oh god. But like the thing is though, I think what makes it is that it honestly, I like the fact that it's once a week. Like if we did it any more frequently, I think it would ruin a
No,
little bit
I'd
of
be
the...
worn out.
Yeah,
I
you
spent
couldn't-
so much
you
time
couldn't.
preparing
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
yeah, and I
tiring.
think any longer than that, like every 2 weeks, like, would be too far in between sessions. I think
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
have now is good.
Once a week is perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe
is.
one day we could, like, you know, do a 4 hour, like, change it to 4 hours or whatnot. But like, you know,
I'm always down for more D&D.
It's just a people's schedules. Like for me,
Yeah,
since it's
for
midday
sure.
for me, doesn't affect me a lot. But I know that some of you like. I know some can't earlier because of work, some
Yeah.
can't later because of work
Yep.
next day and stuff.
Work, people's kids,
Work,
all
work,
Yeah,
kinds
yeah,
of stuff.
people's
Just
kids.
quit your job and play D&D.
well, I was gonna
Oh.
say when we all go full time, then it's just not an issue anymore, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you got to drag my ass to get there because it's going to take me a while.
Same.
Yup.
But I think we're about to round out.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of work,
yes.
I probably should head off
Well,
and run away.
Thank you for being here playing with us every Sunday.
Yes.
I
Thank
hope,
you.
I
Thank you for
hope,
hosting every Sunday.
Yes, absolutely. And if anyone else did have any questions in the meantime, feel free to drop it in any of our Discords. We're always
Yes.
more than happy to
There's
talk
also
on and
there's
on about
also
D&D.
there's stuff going on behind the scenes. We might reveal in due time, but there's stuff going on. There's
Some interesting things.
more to come. These new nameplates, as you can see,
Yeah.
It's only
But
the beginning.
Trying them
Like
out.
like-
the beginning.
4 compliments on the nameplates, so there you go.
Nice.
I didn't do any of it, so I took the compliments, but I didn't do any of
And
it.
didn't even pass them. Wow.
Are you continuing, Josie, or
No.
we're raiding
I'm
out?
Doing. Yeah. So there's no one on my end. So if you guys have anyone that we want to throw a raid
Yeah,
at,
me
like
too.
raid
Well,
bomb.
There
let's
is
see.
one guy that I was sort of thinking. Frito, Cuddly Raptor would know this person. They're currently playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Where the heck are they? My
That's nice.
baby.
So that was just one I was looking at. Or yes, I'm
He
Lulu.
will aggressively love you.
Yeah, he's an aggressive lover.
I
He's
think we
a
raided him
yeller.
once. raided
I
them
think
once
so.
already.
Oh yeah.
We could raid NASA. They're live at the moment.
NASA.
NASA.
Yeah,
How many
legitimately.
people are
they're
watching NASA?
live from
I hear
space.
they're out of this world.
Astronauts are installing new solar arrays on something.
Raid NASA like a whole bunch of
There-
tiny
There's
streamers
only
raid
there's only like
God.
22,500
There
people
is,
watching.
22
There
and
is
a
a
half, yeah.
D&D. There is another D&D streamer
Oh.
that I follow that's online playing Minecraft currently.
Ooh, Minecraft.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
who's
I
that?
don't
Love
know,
Minecraft
Have
and
fun with
D&D.
raids. I am gonna run.
Go.
Fair enough. Fair
Have
enough.
fun. Good night.
Bye, Cuddly.
And now
Oh
it's
no!
gonna
Now Gerald is.
fuck up the
tricked-
nameplate.
Oh yes, Gerald.
Oh no!
Ha,
Oh no! That's not good. Hang on.
Fear my delicate
There you go, I
constitution and
fixed
overwhelming arcane powers.
So who are we rating?
So who is this? Who is this person, Josie?
Yeah.
It is Fried Dice Paradise. Also spell as dice at the end. One word.
Fried
All right. Hold on.
Hold on.
dice. Was it?
I'll put it in our
Dice
Discord. thing.
I had to close my stream early anyways because I wasn't sure how long I was gonna
Nice,
be away
very
for.
nice. Yep, I got him.
You got him?
Fried
Uh,
dice
right.
paradise, right?
Dice Paradise.
Hey, if you're gonna put it in Discord, I'm gonna
Got
jump
it.
to my thanks for streaming scene and quickly chat to my chat for a
Yes.
moment. So,
Okay, do so. I'm
thank
gonna
you,
go
guys.
to ending soon
Bye.
screen as well, and we're gonna send y'all over, throw them a bunch of love. Usually streams D&D with a bunch of Singaporeans in a homebrew world,
Oh, that's cool.
and currently playing Minecraft.
sweet.
Sounds
All right,
good.
I'll see you guys over
So
there.
see you over there.
Well,
See ya.
very good. Let me. There we go. Let me just mute that as well. All right. Cool. Anyone who's still in my chat, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. How on earth? Oh, it screwed up all the overlays. Well, it screwed up all the overlays, but whatever. Thank you all for hanging out. I will be intending to do some streams this a week. And fingers crossed my energy holds out for it. But for now, enjoy hanging out with this new person. Hopefully, well, if Josie says they're cool, they're probably pretty cool. And I will see you later this week. See you, everyone. Remember, if you had fun, you won. Bye.